Eureka.
We make plays every day, yeah. 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 Hit him with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an item. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push a hard line. Yeah, been around, peep the archives. Yeah. Off top, it's a long grind. You don't need to watch to see that it's hard time, yeah. I'm counting chips, finna take the chip. You counterfeits, better pay attention. I'm about a chick, catch me in my bag. Sunday to Sunday, we living that. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 We make plays every day, yeah.
Could be one sitting in the pocket. I like to dip and dunk, but I rock it. Money, money, money is the topic. Win, win, win. It's the only option.
What up? Happy Monday.
Monday night watch party, man. Week 16, the Monday Night Miracle. If you need it, I know I need one.
Oh yeah, you know, as the world is focused in on this game, waiting for all sorts of outcomes. They're going, don't score points. They're going, score more points. Whatever it is, you know, it's like some of our situations. It's like, man, I need this guy to do good, but not too good.
Facts, bro. I need 22 points from the Green Bay defense, bro, in order to get another team into the chipper. Oh my mama.
Well, they did a decent job now to get the Saints off the field. I don't know if they made any defensive plays like sacks or anything, but one thing that I was noticing watching Rattler throw the ball is like, that's 6 rookie quarterbacks that started this week.
That's crazy.
I'm like, I don't know if that's not a common thing when you got 6 rookie quarterbacks making starts on NFL teams in 1 week this late in the season. I guess it probably would be more common, but still, that's a big number. JJ McCarthy is the only one, and he's the guy that got hurt. So we weren't ever expecting him to see the field. And Spencer Rattler, he already had his first start, and then Penix got his first start this week. He didn't look too good. I should have started the other rookie quarterback, Drake May, and then a couple other moves might have kept me in another one of my playoffs, but. Yeah, I rolled the dice. I went with the fun play. I was like, man, Michael Penix, like his team balled out, but they didn't do anything with him. I was like, fuck.
His first game, though, you know what I mean? It was a perfect spot for him, you know what I mean? Going up,
match up against a weak team. I was like, there's no way he doesn't at least, you know, hit projection. And that motherfucker just like tanked a team of mine. I was like, oh, shit. I know I'm not alone. I know that was a popular opinion was like, Michael Penix, he might have a good game. Weak ass Giants.
We got a saying over here at the Heart to Start, big bro. Chances make champions, 100%. You took that chance to go ahead and get into that motherfucking ship, 100%. You know what I mean? 100%. You rolled them dice, like you said. Sometimes they come out Trey, Fidu, 6'5", 6'1", you know what I mean? But sometimes it come out snake eyes or one deuce or 6'6", shit like that, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
salute though, big bro, 100%, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We done made it all the way to the motherfucking marathon, man.
Yeah. I got one team fighting for a championship, and then the other ones, because of the format, third place matters. So,
Yeah.
I got a handful of teams next week that are in it for the money. That's always fun, and then, of course, I involve myself in the best ball, and that's always fun to see how many teams and what they do in that final week. Which starts really fast. Wednesday, we got another game already.
2 games, I think, on Christmas.
That's right, 2 games. That's right, 2 games. Crazy. That's the real Christmas present, right? Getting 2 football games. It's they're swapping partners. These 4 teams. They just got done playing each other, But this time, it's opposite ends. Got the Ravens, Chiefs, Steelers, and then who else is there?
I think it's let's see, let me pull that shit up, big bro.
I should know too.
We got Emil in the building. We got Albert in the building. We got King D in the building. I'm gonna pull the comments up, y'all. My bad. Let me pull the next week's schedule up real fast. Week 16. Excuse me, week 17. My bad. All right. Kansas City, Pittsburgh. Kansas City's at Pittsburgh, and Baltimore at Houston on Wednesday.
Houston, that's right. Shout out to our man Peacock. Yeah. So lots of pieces playing on Christmas morning and afternoon.
Right.
Pretty tight.
Wonder if we get George Pickens back. What has it been? 2 weeks since he ain't played? 3 weeks?
Yeah, it's been at least 2 weeks, huh? Pittsburgh sure could use their number 1 wide receiver. He was putting up some gaudy numbers in terms of target market share.
Pittsburgh done dropped, I think, 3 out of their last 5 or 2 out of their last 5.
Yeah.
And it opened up the door for Baltimore to win the division.
Yeah. Yeah, Baltimore definitely looked like the better team. They whooped up on the Steelers. You usually don't see Steelers teams lose in that fashion, but when you got the reigning and front runner of MVP, you got a Derrick Henry. Defense is starting to come around. They've been pretty mediocre, but yeah, the Ravens are going to be a dangerous team as always when they're in the playoffs.
Yeah, bro. Fucking Steelers, they definitely need a bounce back game, and I don't know if it's gonna be against fucking Kansas City.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
They can't get into the playoffs with this losing streak.
Yeah. Yeah, Kansas City's already kind of clinched that number 1 seed, right? They only got one loss.
Yep.
And they're gonna have 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks of not playing meaningful football. Sometimes that bites teams in the butt. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, but Andy Reid,
I'm sure Andy Reid will keep them. Yep.
Yeah,
about to say that
after
too.
the bye week,
he's like, I'm used to this. I know how to manage this situation. We're not gonna get lazy. Not gonna get complacent because we aren't playing for anything this Sunday. Gonna prepare like we are gonna be playing on Sunday and be ready when it is our turn.
And he's gonna be prepping for either team that he got to play for too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, bro?
What's good with it?
Yeah. What's up?
Late as fuck. As usual. I'm always here on time too, and then some goddamn things can occur in the field type shit always occurs.
Yeah.
What's up,
Yeah.
Bakes? We got Bakes in the building.
What's up, Bakes? Oh, I'm so mad I swapped out fucking Jameson Williams.
He said good luck to you too, bro.
Yeah, good luck to you, man. You're going all the way, man. It doesn't look good for me. It's not even a reverse jinx, but that's what makes it good.
Last time I checked, you guys were pretty much neck and neck in terms.
Don't look at your own score, okay?
I don't have a score to look at. It is totally a wash this week. I'm not going to the chip in the Gin Wealth. And I tried to give myself the best chance, but Josh Allen didn't show up, and I went up against a fucking juggernaut this week. Fucking shout out to man in fucking Chicago. Threw up.
Yeah, man,
threw up the whole damn fucking squad of Bears. It went wild this week.
He told me? He said, "I'm just saying." He's not at this point. I'm just pot committed to the Bears. You know?
Yeah, because I was like, man,
like, what's he gonna do? Like, are you going Caleb and Gino on a Thursday? And he's like, I might. I mean, because Richardson is actually in a decent spot here, but against the Giants. But we did say that same thing about Penix last week, and I don't think there's much difference between Penix and Air 5 when it comes to experience, right? Like, I mean, like,
yeah,
you got 11 more games experience than Penix. You know what I mean?
Penix has a lot of games started under his belt in college.
Yeah.
Opposite. I don't even know if he had a full season AR ever.
I think he has 12 games total in the league, and then 21 coming out of college, maybe even 22, something like that.
Come on, Jordan Love. Oh no, just a second longer, and if he found Jaden Reed back open, he started moving back up the field. Might have been able to get like a good 10, 15 yards on that. I need the Reed Love stack. That's my Monday miracle right there.
Bakes is standing there with you. You got that same stack ethos.
Yeah. Let's go, Bakes. Great minds think alike. I'm going up against Josh Jacobs. It's not looking good.
He's doing the same thing. Damn, you guys are just simpatico.
One of the top workhorse backs in the league.
Ain't lying on that one.
He's had himself a great season.
You know, he is my cousin.
Talk about it.
I always say that, but he's half Filipino.
Yeah, no, I actually on his helmet, I noticed that he had the flag on his helmet. I was like, oh, I said, I guess I could see it. You know, he has some facial features that, you know, kind of remind me of Pacific Islanders, and I don't know, just not too surprised.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was. We did Christmas on Saturday on my mom's side. You know what I'm saying? My half black cousins, you know, and it's funny because they're like, you know, one of them, he just popped out with a kid, and he was like, man, he's like, I just always knew, okay, my big cousin, he started young. He always told me, wait till you're at least 30, bro. You know what I mean? I always told him that, man. I was like, hey, man, you know, look, get your career going. Do everything you gotta do. If the kid pops up, word. But like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, man, you gotta, you know what I mean, live your life. Make sure your shit is straight so you're not struggling like your big cousin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having shit young, motherfucker was struggling at first. But the irony is without having the kids, I don't motherfucker won't have to like get up on, you know, kicking in the gear type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like to travel. Traveling is another thing too. You could travel while you're young. You know, if you ain't got no kids, I highly suggest that you get to traveling on everything. Traveling, go see the world. You know, I'm scared to go over to Europe and stuff like that. Going that way. My cousin just came back from Dubai. I was showing it on the podcast. She's a traveler. You know what I mean? But if you could travel, man, go see the world. Go see the world. I got a few stamps on my passport. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I would say that's part of the keys to life, right? When they say, "Oh, what's the key to life?" and people are trying to figure out the answer, like I think part of it is trying to see as much of this motherfucker as possible.
It's relaxing. You know what I mean? It'll refresh your batteries. You know what I mean? It'll help you get a perspective on, what you left behind, what it took for you to enable to get to that vacation. You know what I mean? And then what's going to be going forward. How you can set it up. You know what I mean? To come back to this motherfucker, what you got to do to plan to come back. You know what I mean? All types of shit, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, too, like, man, the first time I ever went anywhere for real, I think I was like 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, with where it's like we're going to Mexico with the homies type of shit. You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, we're in another country for real. Like, we didn't need no passport or nothing like that doing that shit. You know what I mean? We were just driving across that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's still federal. Puerto Rico, you don't need no passport. That's an island. Motherfucker, go kick back. You know what I mean? Go see some beautiful ass water. You know what I mean? 80-degree weather. You know what I mean? Some good food, some good drinks, and you reset them motherfucking.
Get that good poquito.
Understand?
Yeah.
Man, you got to go see, and that's the type of shit I like to see though. Is the fucking
waters and shit.
Yeah, the water like type shit.
Yeah, because like we're not around that shit. You know what I mean? Oh. We get around, you're like, oh shit, this shit hard. Right. Like, what was it? That is one time we was in Hawaii, and then everybody, you get faded. Then somebody has an idea. Hey, tomorrow morning, bro, I can sign us all up for this hike. You know what I mean? We're gonna go up, and then we'll jump off the waterfall and all this shit. I'm like, oh yeah,
do that bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
And then look at this. The next morning come around, and I cannot get out of that bed. You know what I mean? I didn't stay up all night. And then only the dude and his my partner and his lady that actually was planning to do that shit, they went. They were gone all day too.
A cliff dive for sure, bro.
Yeah, no. I went cliff diving out there, but it was like because they had like this. I guess you can't call it a cliff, but they had this crazy rock formation that on the beach in North Shore, and it went out into the water, and then depending on how high the tide was coming in, you could jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll get, you know what I mean? The water, the water can get up, and you're only like jumping 10 feet, but it gets down there where you can really woo. You know what I mean?
I'm out.
Yeah, that was my Instagram screensaver for or whatever Instagram profile pic for the longest. It's just me flying through the air.
Oh, that's
you know what I mean?
It's like a pose for the camera.
You feel me? They're flying through that motherfucker.
Oh my mama.
But yeah, and then but you had all the locals over there. They were like running and jumping and flipping off that motherfucker, and I was like crawling down to the edge and then just like
dives and backflips, all types.
Yeah, for real.
Dives,
the back hamstrings and shit, bro. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, you can do all that at Berryessa. You got some rocks in the middle of the lake. You just fucking, I don't know. I never do anything crazy, but I remember seeing some motherfuckers climb that thing and do some wild shit. I jumped off of it. I had to. Everybody had to.
Yeah, Lake Berryessa is man. I remember going there a gang of times as a kid.
When you think about it, as a Californian, you kind of maybe lose respect for what we have. But man, you talk about travel. Come if you're not from California, come to California. Like there's so much to see and do here. It's like
bottom.
Yeah, you got there's a big difference between Northern California and Southern California.
There's even North California, right? Like when you get to northern, it's wilderness for real.
Yeah, you could even be from California and go see California and be like, whoa, this is what's up. Like fucking national parks.
Facts.
When we used to do alleged things, we used to take the train up there, bro. That shit was wild, bro. Taking the train.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took the fucking Mendocino, but I was just watching a video on fucking the Crescent City, which is on the Oregon border, right by the Oregon border. And so back in the day, it was a motherfucking tsunami that hit fucking Alaska, tore that motherfucker up, and it pushed the tsunami down. I mean, it was an earthquake that hit Alaska.
Yeah,
it up
pushed the wave down in the thing.
And so my boy, shout out to Green Bay, my dog Tom Macarell, 100%. He used to go up there on his vacation, and that's where he used to go fish for the motherfucking salmon is up there in Crescent City. That was, and look, that was his vacation, driving up to the wilderness at the top, going fishing, kicking back in the wilderness, 100%. And that was his relaxation, 100%, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy that shit came up on my feet the other day, bro. It's still parts of the fucking tsunami where buildings push the shit back. You can see the fucking how shit is unleveling shit, man. That shit.
Yeah, you see like the ripple effect of the waves and shit, and then
Oh man,
leveled shit.
That happened.
You know what's crazy? Like, you ever fill up the water jug, 5-gallon jug? You lift that motherfucker. It's liftable. It's not heavy, but it has some weight on it, right? So imagine a fucking 100-foot tall wave. Let's say a mile tall wave.
Oh, they said
right? Yo, that water is destroying shit.
Yep, I have my fair share of surf sessions, and yeah, the water is very.
You get into one of the pipes, bro.
It is not. It is not to be taken for granted. You need to be a good surf. To be a good surfer, you need to be good in water. So you have good lung capacity. Be a strong swimmer. There's going to be times where if you want to go out when the surf's up, you can get drug under, and it's one of the scariest things in the world when you're underwater and there's nothing you can do to get up.
Fucking madman.
I was dragging on the bottom of the seafloor for what felt like ever.
I almost got lost.
You're trying not to panic. You're like, I can't get up.
Hey, look at this, bro. I'm in Hawaii in Turtle Bay, right? And we paid to get on the catamaran. You get faded. They got sandwiches and shit. And then you go out and snorkel, right? And you snorkel with the turtles. And they tell you, like they said, don't touch the turtles because us humans, we can give them whatever we got fucks up their immune system. So they're like, don't touch the turtles because they sometimes try to get close to you and whatnot. So we're just doing our thing. You know what I mean? And they got instructors out there who's lightweight, like, monitoring shit. And I'm just going with these turtles, right? And then I'm seeing them, and it's just like fucking Finding Nemo. I'm looking at the bottom, and these motherfuckers are smashing, bro. And so I'm trying to follow them. And the swells are going up and down like this, right?
Yeah.
But even get to a point too where I'm going down, like, oh shit, they're smashing right by me. I'm like, oh shit. Even one got in my face, and I'm like, oh, and I got the fins on, and I'm trying to back up and shit. And then and mind you, I'm shrooming hard too. You know what I mean? And I'm feeling like one with nature, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I think I'm tripping. I keep popping my head back up because I keep hearing somebody yelling some shit. And I'm just like, I'm just tripping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going back in the water, just floating and shit.
Damn.
And then next thing you know, somebody grabbed me. It's the dude, the instructor. He's like, hey, man, you got really far out, man. He's like, I'm calling you, man. I'm like, oh, shit, you saved my life, man. I would have floated away forever with the turtles, man.
They're like, where's Bo?
The shrooming hard.
And everybody's got to wait for you to do that, like you were saying?
Huh?
They got to wait for your head to pop up like you were saying?
Yeah,
find out where you're at. They're
just like, they see me in the distance and shit. And he was like, even when I'm following him, I was way out, bro.
There he is.
Way the fuck out there. And then he was like, then I started asking the story. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, oh, there's been plenty of stories. Someone just lose. He's like, it's on us to watch the group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. Cause I went out there on my own. I'm like, fuck this shit, man. It was a trip though, because they're just all around. They're not shy neither, bro. All the fish, everything. You're like, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
Yeah, hell yeah, that shit's a trip, man.
Damn it. Jacobs got stopped on the 1 yard line.
Again.
Let's go. Come on.
Last time he was down
go
there.
to Jade and Reed.
Come on. Throw it to Josh Jacobs. Oh, you trying to avoid Josh Jacobs all the way.
Yeah.
Punch it in.
They're basically neck and neck in terms of fantasy points, but yeah, he walked it in.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
I got Josh Jacobs on a lot of best ball teams, so that'll be nice little career long streak, 6 straight game with the rushing touchdown. I'm surprised. I feel like he scored every week. I feel like he's always getting a touchdown. It's like a floor. 1 touchdown, 100 yards.
It's because he's on a good team this time. Before, he was the entire offense for real. Like,
Yeah.
played the 1 year with Adams, and I get that, right? So it hella helped him. But even before that, he was up there with the Derrick Henrys of the world, the Nick Chubbs of the world. He was behind them as far as production behind highest percentage stacked boxes, but he was in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn.
Josh Jacobs was supposed to have 2 already tonight, so at least you scaved off the first one. You know what I mean? Well, because they stopped them with inches, and then they did some stupid play and it got pushed back hella much. Then they went to fucking Dontavian Wicks, who, I feel like every time Dontavian Wicks catches a touchdown, me and that defense all at the same time remember he exists. Like, oh shit, that's right.
Yep.
Exists. You know what I mean?
He was the preseason
wide
darling.
open.
That was the preseason darling. They thought that somebody's gonna get hurt and he's gonna get all the work, and
that's the power of the dynasty community, because like they'll get their head around something and then like and then, you know what I mean, hammer it.
Yeah.
And then it spills off into redraft. You know what I mean?
Damn. Well, at least I can say that I'm in one dance, going to one chip, and then,
Yeah, the best balls. Oh yeah, have you seen any of the
one is better than none. Yeah, I had 13 teams make it to this week, and we'll see how many teams advance after this game. I think since there's games on Wednesday, right before that game, we should know.
Oh, someone's gonna have to do a lot of work in one day.
Yeah. Yep, you're gonna have to use your mouse and type on that keyboard a little bit.
A lot of work, man.
Yeah, it's work. Carpal tunnel is one of the leading injuries in the United States. A lot of people work off of a computer. And they actually gotta go to the hospital because they're on the computer that much.
I can't remember if it was Joe Rogan. There was some comedian. He had a bit about the future, right? In the future, we will evolve to have an extra thumb on each side because of the way we're just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One day. But I mean, obviously we're probably going to get rid of touch screen shit altogether at one point because we're going to be neurologically connected.
They already have something like that made me go, really, and it had to do with video games. I think they had some guy wear these glasses and they're playing like a Counter-Strike or whatever, and then it was like a person that doesn't even play, but all they were doing was looking at their target, and then
it was shooting.
The thing would know. It's like, oh yeah, this is the target you want. So it'd be like. They were racking up headshot kills like a motherfucker. They had, I think it was some girl that doesn't ever play video games, and she was out there just like wiping fools out. I was like, oh, that's pretty wild. It's like
she went out there in the world and shot that school up, didn't she?
You don't need the hand coordination
bad joke.
no
I'm
more.
Sorry. That was a really bad joke.
You don't need the hand-eye coordination. You just need the eye coordination. See it first. It's that's pretty cool.
The video games. This is okay. I know it's early in the show, but Bogart, dumb question time. Is that considered a form of hand-eye coordination playing video games? Right?
Yeah. I
told you it was a dumb question.
It's reactionary. So even though it's just a finger and like I guess
you should be good at video games naturally. You know why?
Yeah.
Ask me why.
Why?
Because they like to push those buttons.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
Yeah, I used to rock with the video games back in the day. Even up until just like a couple years ago, maybe I was playing Fortnite like a motherfucker, but not at a high skill level, just like enough to play with.
Man, Street Fighter is my shit, man.
My young daughter.
You know what discourages me from Street Fighter, bro? Like getting back on it, is that like it's been hella years, and like when I stopped playing before that, I never stopped. You know what I mean? Always played, just second nature. And
Yeah.
like, I wonder if it's like riding a bike. I mean, but not quite because you got unless I'm playing the ones I used to play before. But I want to play the new shit.
Yeah, the new shit is probably like a little learning curve. I
Right.
wouldn't say it'd be impossible. I think the move loadouts are pretty much
The same. Yeah.
It's just like I guess timing and stuff.
90% of the time, I'm a Ken Masters.
Yeah. That's another thing is that you're gonna have to like most high level because now you play online, right? Everything's connected to the internet. So when you're playing Street Fighter,
you gotta have some good
you're
connection.
not even playing against the computer. It's against an actual real person, and there's gonna be different loadouts. So you're gonna have to get good at different characters because not every character is good up against another one.
Another character. Yeah, because that's the thing too. Is like they'll always have like
back in the day, you used to walk through with Ken. You'd be like, "Oh shit, I could beat everybody, no problem with Ken."
Akuma in Street Fighter 4.
Oh yeah,
one of them.
He's like a fucking
Sagat in the Super Street Fighter.
Yeah.
They made even T-Hawk or DJ. DJ was like one of them, like where like his
the first
thing went all the way across the screen, like it was like.
Yeah, they nerfed him pretty good though. They were
they made a point to in the I remember I sent you a breakdown one time that I came across.
Yeah,
it was where they were breaking down the strongest characters to use per game, and then they would purposely nerf that character after the fact.
Yeah, used their hitboxes or the range on the hitbox is too far.
It's weird shit.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you're a Dawson user, you know what I mean? But, like, you're a Sagat in that Street Fighter, the Super Street Fighter 4. It's like, that Tiger, that 7-hit Tiger punch.
Oh, yeah.
You hit that. If Dawson hits you across the screen with one of them stretchy joints, you can just catch all 7 hits. You know
and the 7-hitter was an actual nerf because the original one was just a straight up 1-hit.
Yeah,
and it used to take the whole bar away.
Yeah,
so you didn't have to.
Then they made the 7-hitter. They made a 7-hitter. You got to catch it all the way.
Yeah,
and you got to
get the PlayStation, bro.
Is this a myth?
I gotta go get the PlayStation, bro.
No, you ain't lying, bro. Like, bro, my daughter, she shut my shit down real quick when I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna buy Street Fighter 5." She's like, "Okay, you're gonna buy PS5 too?" I was like,
"You gonna buy your own dad?
You ain't gonna share it with me?" Like, it's in my room.
Yeah.
My kids save me all the time though from being dumb with money because like it'd be so many times I want to do some dumbass shit like because I was about to buy I was already looking up the controllers, the joysticks. I was gonna get 2 of them so I could just in case like Kidda or somebody was chilling, right? You know what I mean? Then I wanted to get then I got to get the game, so I'm already looking at about like $200, right? And then she shut it down. I was like, all right, cool. I have $200 still.
Yeah,
and that was $200. Like, and that's me ballparking because them control joysticks. Sometimes like you the one that I want with all the characters on it. Hey, close that door, Binks. Hold on, let me see what the fat annoying wants. What do you want, fat annoying?
Peacock said finally getting settled down here. Just got the Wi-Fi. Plus I'm 10K feet up in the mountain. As soon as we get here, a giant elk just trotted past us. Oh shit! You got the shotgun, big bro. Oh, everything. It's dope in this cabin. I'm chilling in a little study area overlooking everyone. That's federal.
Who's that, Clock?
Peacock.
Oh, Peacock, nice.
I got Deontay Johnson in a trade as I throw in extra over a month ago. Glad I didn't cut.
Now he's a Texan. Let's go.
Oh, okay, I see. I didn't know about that move. I was like, I wonder where he's at because I know he got released. Whatever.
Partners with the other team to claim him.
Yeah, we gotta stay tuned live. Didn't hear my dog Josh. What's going on?
What's up, Josh?
Honey, real Green Bay Packer fan. Watch out for Tune Live 7 p.m. Tuesday nights. Stay packing.
Is that Vallejo?
Wednesdays afternoons, 100%.
Is that V-Town?
Yes, sir.
Give me Vallejo, stand up.
100%, man. Oh, my mama Clock said we got clock management in the motherfucker.
What's up, Clock?
Good luck to you, big bro. I see you won your side of the bracket, man. 100%. He was a Chung Lee master, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, also Balrog.
Because she could throw the fireball on that one.
Yep.
And Balrog was badass.
Yep.
And in that version too, you could do the multiple head stomp. When you do the down medium kick, the down medium kick when you're in the air, you just step on their head, and you could bounce off of it, even off the wall, back to the head stomp if you wanted. You know what I mean? That shit was dope because like she was kind of the cheat code when in that version.
Yeah, she was good.
They gave her that fireball. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm a big fan of the non-throwers. You feel me?
Okay.
I'm rocking with the Blankas, the Bisons, the Zangiefs. Balrog.
Well, Zangief's a grappler.
No, a non-thrower is what I'm saying. Like they don't throw projectiles. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. The projectiles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like Blanka, Zangief.
He'll tuck up in the ball like Sonic.
Yeah.
Remember Blanka.
Charge characters is what they call those guys, where you got to charge it for 2 seconds one way and then go the other way, and then move, you know what I mean?
I felt like those ones took a little bit more skill to get good at.
See, the charge characters was dope. Is like if I'm Blanka and I hit you with a crouching fierce, he does that.
Yeah.
The time that it takes him to bring it back, if you're charging back, by the time it gets back, you hit the super. So it's like blah, ching. Then you hit him with the super because they can't block it now. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow, that's
definitely.
Christian Watson's down.
Yeah, after a long run, we got big bro Derek in the building. Salute, big bro.
It looks like
Derek, salute. Derek's going to the chip. You're welcome, Derek.
Got Antonio building. What up, big bro?
Was Hannon. I'm hella sour, Derek. I lost in that league. I lost the Super Bowl last year. Here I am climbing back, only to run into a buzzsaw, and I got an alley-oop with fucking Hurts going down, and then it just didn't work out for the kid. He still came through. And shout out to him, man. I hope you get Hurts back in time, and I hope you win that whole thing, B.
Said thanks, Bo.
Come on. I ain't gonna lie. We only really rock with people that we really rock with, so it don't hurt as much if I lose, because then I'm like, man, I'm happy for the homie.
Mm-hmm.
Because normally when it's just the straight ops, fuck them all. Fuck the apps. Ooh.
So Christian Watson getting hurt. That's at this point, it's not surprising. I think we're desensitized from him. We're when we hear the news that Christian Watson's down, we're like, oh man, again. Well, that's probably why I was on the verge of not playing him. Shit like this.
He's always just dying.
And that was on a big play too, off a nice little reverse light type shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a rush.
Yeah. He had a couple plays that drive. It was bad timing for the Christian Watson owners. If there is, I'm going up against one actually. I'm going up against Jacobs and Christian Watson, and I've got Jordan Love and Jaden Reed. And I'm looking at a 40-point deficit. And granted, this is a PPR league at least. So,
and a QB premium.
Yeah, maybe I get some Reed touchdowns, a couple of late Reed touchdowns or something.
Why did they give that end around to big Christian Watson and not Jaden Reed right there? Right?
I don't know. They did the first play of the game was to Reed.
Yeah, it was a little fucking. Was it a screen?
Little shovel pass.
Shovel. There you go. That's what it was for Jaden Reed.
And then after that, I feel like there was one opportunity where it was a scramble drill, and then at the last minute, it looked like Reed found a hole and started moving to it. But
and Reed right there, stop short at the one. inside.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was just about to do it for you right there. Oh no. Give it to Jacob. Give it to the one.
That's
Yeah. Oh man. You know.
Oh, there it is. We stopped at the one.
at the one. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Jacob's time.
Number
Don't fuck
30,
around.
Green. I mean,
James or
America.
Dobbs? Fucking Romeo Dobbs is blanked as fuck too, huh, so far.
He got one catch.
Who is?
Oh, great.
We got Ahmad Brooks in the building, fresh out of retirement.
Wow.
What's up, Ahmad Brooks? Hey, man, you the GOAT.
Chris Brooks with the TD, y'all.
Who the
That's
fuck is
nothing
that?
for anybody.
Oh, the running back. Fucking guy, dude.
That's crazy.
What in the entire fuck was
Josh
that?
TD.
It helps everyone that's not us.
Nigga, what? Oh, excuse my language, man. What the fuck? Oh my mama, we got Song in the building. What's up, Song?
What's up, Song?
Big bro.
Song, how you looking, Song? We getting into some chippers?
Man, he said, man, he got 0 this year, man. It's all right.
It's all good, B.
Fire up,
We're gonna fire up a bunch of dynasties coming up, Brad, and you know you rocking, you know what I mean? And we got some playoff leagues coming up, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'd say this Friday we'll definitely start filling these joints up. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Next year, Joe. Oh my mama. TB Chris Brooks, right? Josh Jacobs got him in the got 13 points already. I need it for my work league. So so I made it to the ship in both my work leagues. Let's go.
Let's go.
What's up?
And you'll see them motherfuckers every day. You know what I mean? You hey, bring that shit home and walk around with the belt or put the belt in the office or something, big bro.
Or like just constantly ask, hey, y'all see my belt? Did I leave my belt in here?
That motherfucker right on the wall.
And then, motherfucker don't even got a belt for that league. Huh? Like, no, I got one. I bought one. Well, y'all seen it?
I started to.
Oh, it's right here. Open the jacket. Feast your eyes. Listen, I was telling Steamboat in our main home league back in the days. He was a part of it for a couple years before I shut it down all the way. But when anytime I was the champ twice in that league. Anytime I was the champ, I don't give a fuck where we're at. If one of the league mates is there, I'm rocking the hardware. You know what I mean? I got the belt on me. We went to the mall. It was the homies' daughter's little painting, little party thing at one of them joints at the mall. Went up in that motherfucker. I was rocking the belt. My girl's like, "You really gonna walk inside?" I was like, "Yeah."
His ass no.
Goddamn fucking right. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, that's so funny.
Come on, everywhere we go, man. One of the homies, he got the kid. Our kids went to the same elementary, bro. We're out there at the open house, bro. I know he's finna be there. I'm rocking that shit, bro. This is real shit. You know what I mean?
Especially when it's the home league, bro. Oh,
Mm-hmm. You get to see them like a motherfucker.
come on now. What's up, Daniel Caps, big bro in the building. New York, stand the fuck up. He said, as long as Love, Reed, and GB defense doesn't score 41 fantasy points, Bo, here we come. You say 7 straight, huh?
Yeah.
Talk about it, big bro.
Hey man, we rooting for you, brother. We rooting for you.
Get it.
What and the way it looks on the New Orleans side, I don't think that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we're gonna see, especially the way the running game's working for Green Bay, we might not see too much necessity of throwing the rock for
Big bro.
Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Big bro said, all with y'all help, man. My mama, come on now.
Let's
We
go.
in this shit together, man. You pull up every motherfucking time.
Yeah,
man.
come on, man. We rooting for you, brother. You know what I mean? Hey, that's the one thing too. Steamboat used to tell me this. He'd be like, how many you win? I'd be like, whoop, whoop, whoop. And he'd be like, how many you win? He'd be like, whoop, whoop. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna bring him for the GW win. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this is squad. We're gonna do it for the playmakers. You feel me? Like,
Oh, now.
the Jen Welters, everybody, bro. The Guru Nation, the Heart to Stars. Bro, come on.
Big bro, he on his green for the money, go for the honey shit. I see you, big bro. Stay tuned. Live said 21-0 skunk. If they can't score on this possession, they got to give up the controller, man.
You got to pass the sticks, B.
On my mama, 100%.
Damn, bro.
Every
Man, they better not turn into turnover city too after this. You know what I mean?
real.
They're just gonna get the Spencer Rattler's gonna get the rattling off hella turnovers. He threw a fastball that was so fast it went past everybody earlier. I was like, whoa, shit, nobody was catching that shit.
He was trying to donate, boy.
Yeah, I was like, yo, he's exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like,
I'm a Cap said 7 wins in a row since I subscribed. 100%,
bro. And these are the ones that matter right here, bro. So we're glad we was able to, if not just give you the good confirmation bias, man, because you sharp. Most people that rock with us, they smart, bro. That's why they're here. You know what I mean?
Percent, bro.
All we're really doing is aiding and abetting. You know what I mean? We're just aiding and abetting. You know what I mean?
Derek Carr looked like a coach. He's so old.
He does,
wearing the street clothes. What coach is that? And I'm like, oh,
hey, look, I'm in trouble if he's the quarterback coach for my team. Just like David Carr, bro. David Carr is the most sour motherfucker ever. He's so mad his career went the way it went, and he shows it all the time. Every time he's on the camera. Next time you see David Carr on the NFL Network, man, watch. Just remember, keep that in mind. That motherfucker is just so hot, and he's extra overcritical on QBs. Like it's like Dan Orlovsky, but Dan Orlovsky's like joyful. He's like, but you know these guys that are in analyst spots, but they just had these shit careers at the position.
Man, Kendrick Miller looks like he's gonna fumble the ball every time he touches it. It's very strange.
Fumble and the scoop and score.
His yeah, I even saw him run. This is last week. He had ran one in, and he was holding the ball out like he was
It's a fumble though. It's a fumble, but it ain't no scoop and score. Let's go.
Who fumbled it?
Fucking Rattler doing Rattler things.
Okay.
Watch when you see it. Look like he tried to.
Oh wow, yeah.
Who recovered
goofy. That was a goofy looking turnover.
Oh no, he just got hit. No shovel like type. He just got hit. Keyshawn,
damn, don't bench him.
One of my IDP darlings.
Who hit his ass? Oh, it was IG?
It was Keyshawn Nixon.
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 The returner.
That's a bad boy.
That boy balling, bro. And Derek said, yep, it's time to pass the sticks. 21-0 skunk. There it is there. They couldn't do nothing on that possession.
Madden rules.
The number one seed that I'm tied with needs Miller to get 21 points or less, or he's done. Okay. David Carr was bugging when the Raiders released him. Damn right. Let's go. Okay, game over.
David Carr does the right thing. He always rides for his bro. He always vouches for Derek Carr. But like no one wants to hear that shit from David Carr, bro.
Pause and exit the game. Oh my mama, and leave the money on the wood, bro. You're done. Next opponent. And then Cap said, great call with the starting forward yesterday. 100%.
Come on.
Y'all was
it was Ford or Stevenson? Stevenson got 60. I think it was Ford or Stevenson. Yeah, put it in the thing, Cap. Put it in the chat. I can't remember who it was, but if it was Ford versus Stevenson, Stevenson got like 60 on the ground, a tug, and like a catch for like 14 yards or something like that. So he definitely didn't do good as Ford's over 100 with a couple receptions and some yards through the air plus the tug. I mean, right out the gate, he had the 60-yard run, and then they in garbage time, he was the one that plunged it in. So we're like, yeah. And that touchdown rush in garbage time put him over the 100 marker too. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, and Jerome Ford is actually in a see, that's what's scary too, is like he's in a not the greatest spot here against the Dolphins in the championship, but the Dolphins definitely are going to run it up, I think. I think they are. They're going to see a lot of stat padding. We are going to see, actually, now that I think about it, it is going to be Tua down there up there in Cleveland. So maybe we did see Tua ball in Green Bay in sub 20 degrees. So maybe he'll shake that cold weather shit, because this will be his second game this year.
Yeah, it was that 50-yard touchdown that cooked me.
H-Man.
Yeah.
Cap said if H-Man didn't have that 50-yard TD, he was cooked.
Yeah.
It'd be like that, bro. There's a couple spots where I had there's one spot in all of the land where I had Jonathan Taylor, and that just Jonathan Taylor's performance, period, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he saved me this week in that particular league. But I'm trying to scave off of Romeo Dobbs right now in that league. So it looks like Romeo's not really doing as much right now.
I think if they score on this possession, they're gonna start pulling them. They'll probably come out in the third half, first drive.
This game going by dummy quick too, huh?
Yeah, it's almost at the 2-minute warning.
Got Chase in the building. What's up, big bro?
What's up, Big Chase?
Damn it.
The bank.
Cap said, what kept my opponent in the game was Jettis and Cook getting like 60 points together.
Yep. And these are amazing feats, because most people, you're gonna hear people, yeah, Jefferson got me there, and just, you're gonna hear things of that nature. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like remember the 6 touchdown game in Christmas a couple years ago, Christmas Eve, Alvin Kamara. Like, it was like, damn, people lost already, and it's only fucking Friday, because we had the game on the Friday that time. I think this is 2020. Yeah, I think I won one of the trivias we did. It was like, who scored 6 touchdowns? I was like, Alvin Kamara.
Damn.
Jordan Love can't seem to throw a good deep ball.
They said that's a fact, Bogey. I beat the Saquon owner with JT. Couldn't believe it.
I mean, like, it's, for years, one of my mantras was, if it's my destiny, it's my destiny. Right?
Oh,
Well, it's like, you almost like, the things that happen could be like, listen, it's my destiny, man. But you don't know until you win it. And then you look back at all the things like, bruh.
Cap said, also great call was starting the Falcons defense over Cincinnati.
Come on. Yeah, that pick 6 will do it, right? Bunch of sacks. Like, they had Atlanta literally had 10 sacks in the first 11 weeks. Then they get to their bye week, and then since then, they were one of the league leaders in sacks in that time period. And they whipped up on Drew Lock. That offensive line was bad. Washington's about to tee off this week. Did they have they have Atlanta. Ooh, that one's gonna be fun. Washington versus Atlanta on the Sunday night.
Both fighting for playoff season.
So this past week, I had 5 reigning championship teams. One of them still survives right now. They all died in the playoffs except for one right now, where I need Romeo Dobbs.
Albert,
go ahead.
Oh, bad, bro.
No, go ahead. I'm just fantasy rolling.
Albert said, "Are you guys starting the Colts defense against the Giants this week?"
There it is. They're playing the Giants. Yeah, I sure would. I was having people pick them up last week to play them against the Titans and then to have them against this Giants team, because they have decent pass rush for what it's worth, and everyone looks like they have good pass rush against the Giants. So we want to do that. They got like one of the best safeties for fantasy when Nick Cross over there for the Colts. And since their bye week, they've been really stingy. Outside of the Bills game, the Colts defense been pretty good. I think Washington's in play here too this week, Sunday nighter. Washington against Penix and them. Yeah, because Washington has crazy pass rush, and Penix, he's probably more mobile than Kirk Cousins was, but Kirk Cousins was taking QB hits and sacks all year, so that's another one I like. And we got some big matchups this week too. Like all our Bengals are playing fucking they're playing the Broncos, bruh. Shit's many.
Yeah, that's playoff implications.
Right. Hope it's a good game. You know what sucks about when you get into the actual playoffs, or like when you, or in this case, like a playoff environment game. I hate it when it's like they're playing it like playoff games where it's like super hard nose, and you know what I mean. Like I still wholeheartedly believe the teams that can run the ball are the ones that do well in the playoffs. You know what I mean.
So we got Eddie Jackson added to the Chargers practice squad.
That's a good pickup.
Yeah.
They've been going. They go 3 safeties too, a good amount.
Falcons had 2 pick six yesterday's.
2 of them. Excuse me. You're right. Let's go.
Atlanta.
I'm in the darkness. The darkness.
Picking up Deontay Johnson was a good move.
It sure was.
Right in time. Well, I guess they probably wouldn't have considered it if it wasn't for the injury, but
I mean, it could be like
he got dropped right in time for him.
yeah.
now,
And it's like
now he's on a playoff team.
it's like give us everything you know about their playbook that you know of. You know what I mean? Because they're playing the Texans or they're playing the Ravens this week
on Christmas.
Yeah. And really good pickup. Because then Mechie, when healthy, he's best opposite of or even Xavier Worthy. They're better perimeter guys. Like when when life after Diggs, they were kind of trying to make Mechie that kind of role. Yeah, so I guess you get in Deontay Johnson, who could he's a career slot guy.
2 people could have caught that ball. Pause.
Yeah, it was tipped.
Yeah, Mims could have had it, and Deontay could have had it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I've seen
just a little bit late.
Got tipped.
And then it's I read that Pickens is expected to come back this week.
That's right. Let's go, baby. Here said he gonna drop some said he gonna drop all the shit if he can't pull up tomorrow.
Got lopsided matchup right here. Saints will be marching straight to the clubhouse with no points.
Donut. Straight love. Every day.
Yeah.
Unreal Raider Nation is pissed off for winning yesterday. Took team out of the Cam Shador sweepstakes. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to trade with New England. At the talk, New England coming up out of that spot as it stands right now. We still got 2 more weeks. Yeah. Pay the price to go get in New England spot.
Yeah. I'm interested to see where Travis Hunter is gonna go to, and how early he's gonna go to, because he reminds me of like a New England style player where they could, because they already got Marcus out there doing some like offense defense stuff, and then yeah, maybe they shock the world and they don't trade down and they get Travis Hunter that they want to get the dual threat guy, insert him in some offensive packages. He's a good cornerback.
Who's this?
Travis Hunter on New England.
Oh, New England. Yeah, they love like a New England type. That seems like a New England type of guy, huh?
Yeah.
A dual safety, like where he could play every position back there, and then also he could play receiver.
Yeah, because they already got Marcus Jones, cheat code over there.
Yeah, he's like, so Marcus Jones might be like Travis Hunter might be everything Marcus Jones ever wanted to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it is hella funny, right? Like you go from like Wes Welker to Julian Edelman to Amendola, then you get the black version of all of them. You know what I mean? With Jacoby Myers, right? They just have types that they like over there. You know what I mean? And like when it comes to them, say, Patrick Chung, McCourty's, Skullduggery. What's his name?
Duggar.
Yeah,
Kyle Duggar.
Kyle Duggar. Skullduggery was a rapper from New Orleans back in the day. But yeah, Skulldugger, bruh. And who else do they have? Man, they got even when they brought in Jabril Peppers, he's a guy like that too. You know what I mean? Travis Hunter is like the steroided version of all of them, skill wise. Whose girlfriend? Oh yeah. What happened to his girl? There was like something going on with him and his girlfriend right now, right? He play all positions. Oh yeah.
Albert said he'll take Hunter or Genty though, 100%. Albert said, "Kidda, who you want the Jets to draft?"
Oh man, we need offensive linemen so bad.
Word.
We need to, and I think there's probably a handful in this next draft that are going to grade well. So any of them, I'm not gonna throw names out there. Maybe once we start to get some of these athletic tests and then actually know who's jumping out. But I'm not fucking with the quarterbacks. I'm not jumping up to get a quarterback.
So are you looking retread or Rodgers back? Like, well, like if there's how about this? No Rodgers back. What are you looking? Free agency, bring in like a retread for real?
I mean, we could always have Tyrod Taylor and then see what we got with Jordan Travis is really what I expect.
Yeah, that is true. Jordan Travis. See, that's the thing though too. Is like that was a former regime guy. So like, I wonder if with the new regime, if you know what I mean, because 9 times out of 10, the reason why a new regime is going to look at this place like a draw or this job as a draw is because they might be able to select their guy for the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's only 2 guys on paper right now that should be first rounders, right?
Every year there's guys of the future, and this year is not the one is not the class. It's not going to be like this season where we've got 6 rookie quarterbacks making NFL starts. Any of those guys at best, I guess, if you want to say those 2 guys. But
I mean, in recent history, it is kind of crazy because in recent history we had some influxes, right? Like 2020, Burrow, Herbert, Tua, right?
Honestly, all 3 of those quarterbacks are better than any of the quarterbacks coming out right
100%. Now. Then 2021, this one has bust written all over it. because you had Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Mac Jones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the last one that had like
Yeah.
five
2022.
quarterbacks start rookie season.
Yeah, because then 2022, who are we talking here?
That one isn't that the Kenny Pickett and fucking
There it is. He
what's
was
his
the
face
only
from Tennessee?
nailed it. Levis and not Levis, Malik Willis. So and
Willis,
those are the only, because and Pickett
and they weren't
was
even
the only
first rounders.
round.
Or no,
Yeah,
Pickett.
Yeah, he was the only first round QB that year, and then it was like pick 20 something or whatever because it was the Steelers, and then 2023 last year who do we have the Stroud? Oh yeah, we had the Stroud Air 5, B Young, right? In no particular order. Yeah, and good for Bryce Young, right?
Yeah.
Steamboat was kind of pointing this out yesterday on the stream. He was like, it's just good to see Bryce Young is like, he looks like he could be a guy. You know what I mean? Like versus like, how in the entire fuck do they get that fucking wrong all the time? You know what I mean? You had 3 guys, and you have the pick of the litter, and you go with the wrong guy as far as last year looked. Because if you look at Bryce Young this past like 6-7 weeks, he looks better than CJ Stroud. So now it's like, oh, okay, he has the potential to be a guy. You know what I mean?
They needed that game against Arizona. Arizona's they're so bad, they're terrible, and for them to actually get into a shootout and win that game because they've been sticking with some of these really tough teams, making competitive games.
Ever since they were in Germany,
and they finally got that win. That's good for Bryce Young. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that too. That they actually won a game, so he knows what that feels like.
Well, they beat the Giants in Germany, won on a bye week. Then I think they beat the Saints. Did they? Is that what
I don't know. I mean, I'm just in terms of when they made the turnaround.
Then they played the Chiefs.
Now they got
almost beat them.
Yep.
Barely lost. Went into overtime against the Buccaneers. You know what I mean? Like they were just, they're hanging, like you said, they're hanging everywhere. They're all the badass teams right now, record-wise.
Yeah. Dallas, Philadelphia, Tampa.
They didn't do
Kansas
super
City.
terrible against the Eagles either.
Yeah. Philadelphia, Dallas, Tampa Bay. I think they all those games were okay.
We got to get
that's when we've seen the turnaround. Is with those last after the bye when they actually said, okay, Dalton's dead. Time to activate Bryce Young again. And the running game's been good. Adam Thielen kind of doing what he did at the opposite ends, though, because last year Adam Thielen had a fucking wicked, wild, fast start. And
for 7 weeks.
Tapered off. And then this year it was like he was slow to come alive. But man, for the last 5-6 weeks.
He was on IR. I think he was on IR even. There was something going on where he missed a lot of time because of injury. He came back, boom, it was on. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It was when they moved Deontay Johnson. Then he came back from injury. Adam Thielen did. Boom. I don't know why I said it like Yoda would. Came back from injury. Adam Thielen did. Let's try to do the rest of the show like that.
Oh
man. Challenging, right? Challenging it is.
It's like a lot of languages are like that. They start to throw.
Yeah, like Spanish is backwards if you read it in English a lot of times, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. What language is right from the other way? We go left to right.
When you read?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like reading right. Isn't there other languages that right the other way?
Arabic, you read right to left. maybe the like the
Samaria.
maybe like
Sumerian.
maybe in India. Or, I don't know. Dude, there's a
Yeah,
few.
wow, I think I might have got you on one.
Yeah, that's
Because normally you know everything under the sun. The other day, y'all, check this out, y'all. Everyone that's watching, something was going on with my fridge. This motherfucker, I used to fix fridges. This motherfucker knows everything.
I'm a
Like,
MacGyver.
hold on. So the right to the left language thing, right? That's an actual thing, though, right?
Yeah,
Is
in
it-
Arabic.
do the
You read the
Chinese do it?
Quran that way, right to left.
Word.
Yeah, and then maybe even the
That's-
Torah is right to left. Let's see.
They have blasphemous, like sacrilegious versions where it goes the other way, like you read it left to right.
For some reason, a kanji for some reason just keeps popping up as maybe a potential right to left too. But somebody in the chat might know that more than I.
Kanji. It sounds like, is that Fijian or something?
No, that's Japanese.
Cap
Oh, my bad. I'm very bad geographically.
said Persian and
I mean,
Hebrew.
right. That's Arabic. It's all the fancy looking fucking scriptures and stuff like that could all be like right to left. And like Hindu, I don't know. It's like
You guys gotta put your hoods on.
definitely not Russian. Russian is wild. I don't know how people learn how to do that.
For Mother Russia.
We got Papa Guru in the building.
What's up, Papa Guru?
He said, "What's up, guys? Tell Kid if I'm enjoying my gumbo a lot more than watching my Saints tonight."
Right?
Hey, that next day gumbo's even better too.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
This shit is soaked up and flavor packed.
You know, you can never get too down eating some good gumbo, you know?
I'll be back. I'm gonna walk my young ones to the in-laws real quick.
Yeah, that Justin Jefferson game. That was it. I had a feeling that he was gonna go off. I was like, this could be one of those fucking Justin Jefferson games where he just blows up. The Jonathan Taylor one, that was the biggest surprise for me. All the people that drafted him in the first round, they're like, yes, it paid off. Like, perfect timing. For those who actually were able to get into the dance with Jonathan Taylor.
Low on him? Did you hold him?
And the A-chain, that fucking late 50-yard touchdown, that really killed me. That was like the dagger in the heart. It was like, oh, fuck.
My TV, bro?
Say what?
Hear my TV?
Very faintly. It's not, like, honestly, I thought it was somebody in the background talking on Bogey's camera, but it's hard to tell. I don't hear anything right now.
Cap said couldn't believe Murray got 20 points yesterday.
Yeah, it's still one of those players I'm not gonna bite at the opportunity to start whenever he has a good matchup. I'm doing everything in my power to scour the waivers. Especially a single QB league. I'm scouring the waivers and trying to find a better option on matchup basis. And then it's like he was talking all that mess about Trey McBride, and that fucked that whole thing up. We're gonna get him a touchdown, and it's like you got him the ball 3 times. He got like 14 yards. This is the worst game that he's had all season. Shut your fucking mouth. And then I sent it to the group chat where Trey McBride's going into the locker room. He's like, "Man, we fucking suck."
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck yeah, you do." But that's the Arizona Cardinals, the most losing franchise in the NFL. So they're gonna have to have like 5 years of winning 12 games or more in order to like sniff a 500 career record. That organization sucks.
Cap said, "Can we say if Brock Bowers is the tight end one next season?"
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with saying that right now. The other guy would probably be McBride, right? But since he plays with Kyler Murray and he doesn't have that touchdown upside, it's probably favoring Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers has at least a touchdown upside. We haven't even seen one touchdown with Trey McBride. And then there's other options. You don't. I wouldn't say like, oh, that's the play is to jump up and grab Bowers in the. Let's say if we're doing a standard league, Bowers might start going late third, early fourth. I might not want to jump up and grab my tight end that early. There's still a lot of options that are good, and then if one gets hurt, hopefully you keep that in mind. Maybe draft 2 tight ends, grab one of the Njokus or somebody that hangs around in the mid like the middle of like the 11th and 12th round, and there's
who's gonna be those later guys like Travis Kelce's going later this year coming up.
Yeah, he'll go later.
Like if he's around, right? Who else?
Yeah, that's right. He could be if they win the Super Bowl. I could see him retiring and
you ain't lying.
Calling it a career.
I mean, he's worth $1
Even
billion.
if they lose, fuck it.
That bitch is worth $1 billion.
Yeah, he might. This might be his final year. He just hasn't decided. It'll be up to him, if he has the heart to play, if he wants to do it, he could do it.
He had the heart to start a relationship with Taylor Swift.
Well, I'm not.
Chances make champions, bro. That guy is rich.
Talk about it, bro. In fact,
he took a chance on that bad box.
Come on now.
She can't sing that great, but damn, she's popping.
Yeah, that's a cold little piece right there. Oh my mama.
You ain't lying.
It's facts.
You know what I mean? Hey, mama loves her too, huh?
Come on,
they always be showing her with the moms and the pops and shit.
All up in the motherfucking press box.
You know what's crazy? He won a Super Bowl, didn't propose to her. I bet you that's on his mind. Like, let's see, if you win that Super Bowl, you better propose to me.
Come on now. Cap said, I'm about to pick up Penix, but I still have Bo Nix. PPR.
You're playing Bo Nix if and when you're in the big chipper against that Bengals defense, bro. Come on.
Smokey the Cat said, "Oh shoot, it's Bogart. What's up, bruh?
What's up, Smokey the Cat? Hey, hey, long time, brother. How'd you find us? Be sure to subscribe too. You know what I mean to the Gen Wealth and to all the channels, man. Shout out to Smokey the Cat. He said, "Oh shit, hold on. That's my man. That's my neighbors." You know what I mean?
NFL Network was saying Brock should win Offensive Rookie of the Year, but they won't give it to him because he's on a shitty team.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels balled out this last week.
And I think Jaden Daniels are they punched into the post?
They got 10 wins. They just beat the Eagles.
It's still open for them to win the division too with them beating Philly.
Okay, so he is a lock for the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Bo Nix, on the other hand, if he'll probably be second in the running because goddamn, that kid was good too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're just not gonna give a tight end an award. Tight ends don't get awards.
Yeah, and unless like Even though you're the league leader, he's the league leader of mad metrics at the position.
Yeah.
The last offensive rookie skill position guy that led everything to win it all, and that was not a QB, was Kareem Hunt, if I remember correctly, in 2017. Someone might be able to fact check me, but I do remember that was at least in my memory, that was one of the last offensive rookies to be a non QB. There you go, non QB. I said non-skill.
Smokey said, "Browse live fantasy football. You guys came up on top.
Let's go, man. Yeah, man. Be sure to sub up, man. You know, this has been our new home this entire season, man. Shout out to Smokey the Cat. The universe is always gonna bring us all back together.
He said, bro, Derek, what's up, man?
Right? Look at hey, Derek is Smokey, man. Smokey the Cat, man. That's what's up.
We in the building,
man. Shout out to you two for you know, I mean, we've been finding a lot of people, but a lot of people. Smokey the Cat is not one of the first ones that found us in that manner, too. You know what I mean?
100%, bro. Let's go, baby.
Ooh, that for Trump. Oh.
Come on now.
Oh, yeah? All right, let's take another one. Let's do another one.
I can't do no shots, but I got my check.
I'm with you.
I got my 7 though. That's for Shelly.
My girl just walked in. She said, slow your ass down. I'm trying to go to the big chipper, baby.
Yeah.
The big chipper in the sky.
One won't hurt.
Okay.
Come on now.
Hold on. I just got demanded. I'll be right back.
Eric said, welcome to the channel, bro. You found us over here. Glad you found us over here, man. 100%. Thanks. Shout out to Smokey the Cat, man. Saints with the 3rd and 2. Back, I'm not drinking no motherfucking Hennessy, dog. Look at that. Yeah, okay. My beer, dog. Chicken. This motherfucker trying to get me to drink some Yag, bro. I wish.
Word?
Yeah, Cuzzo done came through with it. Man.
Cuzzo Kev?
Nah, my little Cuzzo Lee.
Man, what's that? What's happening, Cuzzo Lee?
What's up, Lee?
What's good with it?
What's up, bro? You over here taking shots of Yak.
Let's go.
He's finna go to sleep here in a minute.
That's that yards after catch. You feel me? Yards after contact.
Cuzzo was a fool.
You on that yak.
Man, I'm telling you. He be trying to test my manhood when he be having a yak. I be trying to tell him, man, I don't fuck with that hard shit no more like that. Oh, my
Back
mama.
in my day. Yeah, I tequila, even the vodka, like I like going hard on vodka, and my girl would always be like, every time I'm drinking vodka, she was like, get extra like tentative as far as like monitoring me. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Cause she, you know what I mean? She was like, every time you're on the vodka, you're gonna black out. Word? I don't remember.
That's what the yak do to me. The yak make me black out, man. I can't fuck with that shit, dog. It's a wrap. And I used to like to go get that VSOP Costco joint for $50. Think for that shit. That shit slapped like a motherfucker, smoother than a bitch, bro.
If it was a fifth, then we all be drunk.
Nah, it's the VSOP one. Costco one. I think it's cheaper than $50. It's like 40 something, and it's the fifth of the VSOP.
I think it's time for Bogart dumb question time again. I need to ask Miles Peacock if he can flip me a Bogart dumb question drop. VSOP, very special. Then what?
Shit, I have no idea.
Exactly right. Okay, I'm like, what does the VSOP stand for? Right.
I used to know this, but I'm not a cognac drinker.
Do I have the very special part correct though?
I just
feel like it's.
I'm just gonna Google it real quick.
Okay, there you go. You want to make some the smartest one out of all.
Very superior old pale.
Okay.
Okay, break that down for us, big bro.
So I'm guessing that they use like a pale ale barrel.
They use water from Lake Superior.
I'm just guessing, but it maybe it's a barrel of some old pale beer or something like that, and that they store their wine in, and that's how they get the cognac.
The flavors do get them in the mouth.
I can get this. Hold on. It looks like I can.
How do they get the barrels made out of wood with like planks and stuff to not leak? I always wondered that.
Oh,
they're airtight like a bitch or something.
They got bands. So when you look at a barrel, you'll notice that on the bottom and the top they got this
the band
on the outside.
Yeah. Okay. So they do that to just.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then
this is Bogart dumb question hour. Right now.
I think what they do is they heat it so it expands, and then during that expansion, it creates a wood on wood seal so it don't leak. So they put the band down. They make it. They form it, and then they heat it up, and then when it heats up, it swells, and then when it swells like that,
the wood expands, then it just shims it.
Yeah, it creates like a wood on wood seal.
Hold on.
Well, shimming is like adding something to make it fit. Okay. So this one,
what does it mean when
this one is more like extrusion or expansion, where like
look at that. See, he's a scientist.
Yeah.
Hold on. Extrusion.
Yeah, I might be using the wrong. I might be using.
I don't think I was aware of this word until right now and all the history of ever.
Hey, Smokey said, "Am I wrong to be pissed at Josh Allen's performance yesterday? I lost by 2.
I hate him.
Semifinals.
Me too.
6,
I'm mad.
2 semifinals by 6 and 10 points. Everyone else had double digits, bro.
Okay. Yes, we're fucking mad at Josh Allen. In a dynasty, you're not mad at him. You're still happy that you have him. In a redraft, fuck him. Way to fail me when you have the MVP on the line.
Yeah, that's
okay. Let me ask you. I think I asked this to Kidda earlier today, but now this was off rip. Now we're on stream. This is where it's on record. Is Josh Allen now in the back seat of the MVP race after that performance?
Man, fucking
right?
Our numbers is fucking ridiculous.
You have to go extra many every game, and this was the fucking semis. Josh Allen, the Stallion, you should be very aware.
Well, Lamar numbers is too ridiculous, bro. 100%.
Yeah,
but Josh Allen still would have been the conversation because they're number 2-ish seed, or they are number 2 right now, right? But just saying, because we're not going to give it to Mahomes being the number 1 seed. That's a whole team affair, plus Black Magic and the script favoring them. You know what I mean?
Right.
When I say script, it's because for those that don't know, I used to be an NFL script writer until I started telling everyone I was an NFL script writer, and then they booted me out of the writing room.
You didn't gave too much information.
Leaked it out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I was just trying to, I'd do a fantasy show. I started giving all these predictions like I'm just smart. Because I wrote it all. You know what I mean? Allegedly.
Cap said, Brock is 4 catches away to tie Puka reception. He's 6
gonna get it.
Raiders single season reception record and 10 yards away from Mike Dicka's record.
Oh, let's go, Dub Bears.
Ditka played in like 3 less games though. I think back in those days they weren't
14 games.
Yeah, Mike Ditka, he was the first to get the thou wow at the tight end position as a rookie, and it's very far and few. I think he's the first. Then is it Kyle Pitts?
Yeah, I know Kyle Pitts. He did it for sure.
Yeah, and then now the Bugatti, Brock Bowers.
Derek says, Smokey, damn, sorry, bro. I feel your loss because of Jalen Hurts on my mama. And Smokey said he can't fuck with no Jaeger. I can't fuck with no black licorice neither. That shit is fucking terrible.
Here's
bro.
my thing.
You know
I cannot fuck with no Jaeger, but back in the day, when you be at them bars and then they would do them Jaeger bombs with the Red Bull woo wop.
My homegirl is the Jaeger queen, bro. I
That shit
swear
used to go
to you,
kind of
bro.
crazy. I ain't gonna
Jaeger
lie.
is like a dessert. It has to be super cold. That's the one that
100%.
That's how they sell it at these liquor stores,
Yeah,
man. It's cold, bro.
You gotta keep that bitch cold. Otherwise, it does taste syrupy. You're like, what am I
Black
drinking?
licorice.
It's like that Myers Jamaican rum. You're like, ooh, fucking thick. It's like this shit is not the.
Hold on, help me out here. Bogart, dumb question. What is the derivative of the black licorice? Like, you have strawberry that comes from strawberries, right? What is the black licorice flavor from?
I think it might be figs, but
Figs. There it is.
no, I don't know. Hold on. Let me go back.
I used to hate the fig Newtons.
Oh, I used to like fig Newtons.
No, the fig Newtons.
The
I
shit-
like the strawberry ones.
Strawberry
Oh.
shit.
Yeah.
No,
the-
licorice is a plant itself. It's an
What?
actual, yeah. So this is what licorice actually looks like. It's a root. It's like wasabi or ginger, some shit like that.
Okay.
And then or maybe even more like no, cinnamon is actual wood bark.
I like cinnamon candy. That shit fire.
Yeah, cinnamon
Yeah.
goes crazy.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's
So-
some spicy shit, huh?
That
He's spicy. Like, I didn't know this was spicy.
shit kicking, boy.
Hey, the big red gum.
Big red on my
The
mama.
big red used to be one of
Hey,
those.
the
You gotta
little
wake your game up real
That
quick.
your grandma used to have
Woo!
to go to church. They either had the motherfucking peppermint patties, the cinnamon patties,
Let's go.
not the patties, but the little candies.
The twisty woo wops.
The Brocks, you can get them from the
Oh
grocery
yeah.
Oh yeah, them joints.
facts.
I like the Mike and not the Mike and Ike's, the fucking the cinnamon Mike and Ike. What do
Yeah,
they call them?
I love them big.
The hot tamales. That's what it
Hot
is.
tamales.
Right
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Fire.
Not mad at
Even
those.
even the Red Hots. The Red Hots, they the little
Yeah.
small little things. Them was the shit too.
Yeah, them
Them
motherfuckers
things will
pack
melt
punch,
in your
I ain't gonna lie to you.
mouth. Yeah.
Hey, you don't see them too many nowadays because I got 4 children. So when we go Halloween, trick or treated and shit, you don't really see too many of them cinnamon woo wops these days. You almost rarely see peanut butter shits too, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like because of the uprise of goddamn peanut allergies and shit.
Right.
It's like we got like the last 5 generations of kids fucking with them goddamn peanut allergies. It's crazy. My second oldest, she's have to go to school wearing a bracelet.
Damn it.
You wear like one of them bracelets, and it's a certain color. It indicates that like don't give this motherfucker no kind of peanuts, nothing. You know what I mean?
Papa Guru said in my friend's no money league, I lost because Josh Allen. I played Josh Allen over Daniels. The guy I lost to played will play Guru in the championship. I will tell you the good news about the other league shortly.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh, see, yeah, because he's playing a young Goo. You know what I mean? And the other one,
Son in the league, huh?
the father son matchup. Here's the thing, Papa Goo. You know, if you go back, if you had the DeLorean and you could go back, every time you would go back and tell your past self, Daniels over Josh Allen, that motherfucking past self would be like, man, you tripping, bro.
Yeah.
You made the right move, it just didn't pan out. The reckless move was the David Daniels, and it paid off. We did that shit with McLaurin yesterday. It was like, this is the reckless play, but we cannot get off of it. Most people that have Jaden Daniels didn't have the option of Josh Allen to switch over to, so you can't beat yourself up over that one.
Yeah.
Ghost Monkey, what's up, big bro?
What's up, big ghost?
He said, what up, fellas? Saints are getting manhandled gross. I lost because of Allen. I had Lamar, and he kind of shit the bed.
So he had the super flex thing going on. Nice team, by the way.
Yeah.
And it took the Stallion to shit on us in the semis, bro.
That hurts.
And it's like, okay, how much is him shitting on us, or New England played well against the pass and then kept a spy on Allen, and really James Cook just did whatever the fuck he wanted to do. You know what I mean? That's really what happened. But right now we're all mad, and we call that my hometown Fantasy Row. Fantasy WROE, for those that don't know what the Fantasy Row is. That's the fantasy wide range of emotions. I am the mayor of Fantasy Row. So feel free to put it in the chat. Who else pissed us the fuck off this week? I got a few myself.
Tyreek Hill.
Oh no, come on, Tyreek. Even getting the garbage time tug, or it wasn't garbage time. It was like, it was a Raheem stuff that the one, and they actually went to Tyreek down in the red zone, which they don't really do that much. And then fuck, Tyreek makes me mad about this whole year, bro.
Yeah.
Also makes me mad at the Miami PD, because supposedly they roughed him up pretty good, and that's what fucked his wrist up from before the year started. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like, I don't know if this is just a clever way of, of like making an excuse, but he's dealt with that wrist injury all year. And, there was a lot of blurbs talking about it came from him getting hemmed up and roughed up by them cops at the beginning of the year. All right. Let's see what kind of fucking adjustments can be made. That was funny too. They had a lot of poor clock management there in that last drive, or last couple of possessions, I should say, for the Saints. Like they had a delay a game, and it's like, yo, where's your head coach to throw that timeout for your rook? That guy doesn't know what he's doing yet. You know what I mean? He just let that thing run all the way down. They got a delay a game. It's like, bro, throw that fucking timeout for your guy.
Hey, Ghost Monkey said he loves the WROE.
Yeah, the Fantasy Row, bro. Come on, we all live on Fantasy Row, bro. Yeah, we got something in the works. This is a Steamboat suggestion. We get the Row shirts, and it's all of us, with the black background, wearing, the GWN chains. It looked like the Death Row joint from back in the day. You know what I'm talking about?
Cleaner than a motherfucker, bro.
That shit would be federal like a mother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That shit would be dope, bro.
You all live on Fantasy, bro.
Smokey said 12 team thought I had to lead with this team lineup is Josh Allen, T. Higgins, Malik, Chase Brown, Bijan, Laporta, and Buck.
Oh, they all went crazy too. They all went crazy. And you know what? You can't. Here's the thing too. This is what makes me go to sleep at night when it comes to them type of losses. Is like that one was out of your hands. That wasn't due to bad managerial decisions. That wasn't due to, a bad start sit or things of that nature, or an injury. Like that's just how it happened, man. And here's another thing that makes me that comforts me, having Josh Allen fuck me up in a bunch of leagues, is that me and guys like Smokey the Cat and the rest of the Josh Allen managers, we're all feeling the same. You know what I mean? Because we all live on Fantasy Row.
It's facts. King D said I also lost the league because of Josh Allen and had JD5 parked on my bench.
And see, it's almost impossible. Like 20 times out of 20 times you go back, you're not going to start Josh Allen over JD against the Eagles. You know what I mean? Like, because, you can, and this is why I say don't beat yourself up over decisions like that, because that's an auto start. Josh Allen, I have the Stallion. Somewhere along the way, like for the future, in the single QBs, when you end up with like something like a situation like that, you flip that other guy or one of them. Like, you know what I mean? Because single QB, you only really need the other guy for a bye week. When you have two good QBs, you're gonna beat yourself up making a matchup decisions when it might be unnecessary. Because if you're holding two good QBs, right? And I'm pretty sure anyone who had the Stallion then eventually ended up with Jaden Daniels later in the draft didn't realize Jaden Daniels was going to be a fucking boss like that. You know what I mean? So there's many ways you can look at it, but for the future, anytime, and this is just coming from me personally, because this is what I do, is like when I have assets like that, I'm flipping something, 1-for-1s. I'm looking to the person that's fucking around with the bad QB, and I go, hey, bro, look what I got for you. It's only going to cost you your best receiver, or, you know, your number 2 best receiver, or, you know what I mean? We're always flipping and dipping. And I will say this year, being as bloody as it was, the trades were a little harder to execute this year because people were so beat up across the landscape. You know what I mean?
Got a sack.
Who got sacked?
Who got the sack? I don't know. It looks like number 57. Nikki.
Oh, my bad. Oh, they got Rattler.
Well, yeah. I don't.
There it is. I
Cox.
just saw it.
Brian Cox.
It's yeah, I have no idea who that guy is.
I don't know.
Derek said, yeah, that's a great team, Smokey. Eagles was the number 1 defense before this game.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, you're not starting JD5 over Josh Allen.
I mean, and this was the Eagles led by Jalen Hurts going into this week. Then, you know, the only reason for real that why they stayed in that game is because Jalen Hurts ended up leaving with a concussion, bro. And they definitely took advantage of it. When you're a good team, you're supposed to take advantage like that because the Redskins, or excuse me, the Commandos, they got that alley-oop that they was looking for, bro. What do you need? Don't go out here in the cold.
Spencer Rattler had to jump up in the air to throw that.
Yeah,
way.
he looked like a shortstop. Turning the double.
He did look like a shortstop first base.
Or he went out and got it in the 5-5 hole and whipped around, and it was a
let's go pick, baby. Come on, take that bitch to the house. Oh fuck. Oh man. I still need 14. I wonder how many points we get for it.
He made one good. He made a good throw, and then
he throws a pick.
It was.
Ghost Monkey said, I guess at that point you had JD5 on the bench rather than going against. Yeah, I agree. That's why you draft the Stallion auto start hands down. Them facts.
Yeah, because you know we only feel that way in hindsight when we see the points that were put up, right? Then we start considering all the things that we might have slightly considered, right? Because you know there always be a thought process. Like I'm sure a lot of people, like including myself, when we're analyzing the weeks, like this week, I was just hoping that Josh Allen that he's trying to pad his stats because on paper everybody was eating on the New England Patriots. Then your classic divisional surprise shit happens where it's like, oh, that's right. I should have anticipated this divisional matchup being tougher than it looks on paper and record-wise and things of that nature because that's just how it is. These teams draft their players to combat immediately the players in their division, right? This is the tape they watch routinely and religiously. But with all that said, we can look at it for every angle. We're still going to play Josh Allen over like every single QB, unless you happen to have Josh Allen and Lamar, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's this year, right? Like there's in the pecking order, you just play like okay, Joe Burrow, right? If I have Joe Burrow, I don't have in a single QB. I don't have any other QB probably. You know what I mean? I'd say with Josh Allen. See, Patrick Mahomes, people probably felt like that. Then they get to a point where they pick up another QB and then they just make wrong decisions all week, because every year or all year, because they're just going to play Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? Like, and then that goes back to like the draft capital, what we spent
That's what I was just finna say right there, big bro. You know, them early round QBs, only Lamar and fucking Josh Allen is the only ones that really hit. Pause.
Yeah, and I know every year is different from the next, but this year, if I was to take my takeaway from this year, because we play predominantly super flex, and you know, I even in all our super flex QB premiums, where the QBs they score far more than everyone else, I'm still willing to wait.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I was just saying that. I think when we was on stream earlier yesterday, I mean, sometime earlier in the day yesterday, is that when it comes down, like you can see it in my SBI team, in my TFL team. Nigga, I'm going. I got OG quarterbacks, 100%. I'm waiting, bro. Even though them is redraft leagues, but still though, I'm not prioritizing the quarterback right off the rip. I'm not doing that.
You ain't lying. And like, because I used to do that shit. I used to be like, all right, I want to be going into round 4/5 with 2 QBs already in a super flex. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, see, I could do that. I see, but that means that my first 3 picks is going to be going to build out my roster. You know what I mean? And I can go for a quarterback in round 4 or round 5, and then double back with one maybe in 7. But that's probably not how I did it in the SBI. You know what I mean? But also a great monitor of how quarterbacks is going in the super flex, even though this is an IDP in the Gen Wealth Dynasty. That was a damn good range of how motherfuckers was grading their quarterbacks on how they was doing a startup. Yeah,
because that's a startup, and I think we had 18. We had 18, or we had like 22 or something like that in the first 3 rounds. So skills fell, but that's a startup, right? Like, so it's like it is kind of Mando, but then at the same time, look at some of the better teams, they waited. You know what I mean? Then there's the 2 teams that are actually in the Super Bowl. They definitely spent their first 2 picks on QBs. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, my QBs in that league is Stafford, CJ, and Kyler. So CJ, I probably got him high, so that's not a good reference for me in my
but I still think in a super flex dynasty, you're golden. Like, you're all right. You know what I mean?
In my in the SBI, my 2 quarterbacks were Stafford and Rodgers, and I got to the first round of the playoffs. Shout out to Minnesota Den, 100% for knocking me out. And then in the SBI, if Tucker Kraft is where he's at right now, I go on to the dance, and my 2 quarterbacks in that league is Aaron Rodgers and fucking Baker Mayfield.
That's the only guy that you got against you right now? Is Tucker? Tucker, that guy, your opponent still got Tucker?
Yeah, cousin Matt.
Okay, yeah.
Cousin Metro got Tucker Kraft, but he needed like 30 points from me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. Let's go. Let's go.
Me and Clock and Clock. I think Clock got his shit. I think Clock got his shit wrapped up.
Yeah, that's dope. I'll be right back.
Peacock said Saints getting rolled. I got me some Stone Ape Sleep gummies and a live papaya disposable right now. Talk about it, big bro. Up in the fucking mountains, you're gonna get to the moon faster than ever, big bro. Oh my God, 10,000 feet up in the air. In a single QB leagues, even a super flex JD5 has gotten me to a ship. Wow, he was going pretty late too, huh? Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's still dancing. Shout out to everybody that ain't dancing. One thing is though that we all got in common. Nigga, excuse my language. We done all made it to the end of the marathon, bruh. 100%, man. As a channel that started up at the beginning of the summertime, and here it is now. We about to be Christmas this week, New Year's next, Christmas this week and New Year's next week, man. We done been 10 toes, man. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that put this shit together, man. And shout out to everybody that's gonna find us here tomorrow, whenever they find us. 100%, man. Facts, bro. In this motherfucker. You're gonna start doing our homework early too, bro. To start working on this 2025 season, man. Putting this shit together, man. 100%.
Yeah, we got there's a little downtime, but not too much because we got the playoffs. We stay active during the playoffs. If you're not
Yes.
familiar, we do playoff fantasy football leagues. So
Yes. And be sure to tune into the Friday show because we're going to have the complete breakdown and the first openings of spots to fill for the league. I'm going to have we're going to deliberate with the rest of the Gen Welters and all the Playmakers and see what kind of pricing we'll do. Because I know our OG playoff league team is going to be $100 and it's winner take all, 7 teams, super flex. You can only hold one QB, one QB, 2 QBs. So that's why we're able to do super flex, and it's super badass. Goes all the way to the Super Bowl, and it's everybody versus everybody. There's no heads up match. It's a battle royale. It's total points wins it all when it's all said and done. So probably gonna do like 50 or something. I'm thinking. I think that'll be more friendly to introduce a lot of
And
people.
the dynasty startups is gonna be a regular startup, and then we gonna end up doing the motherfucking rookie draft afterwards too.
Rookie draft after. Yep.
My mama. So y'all be on the lookout, man. We not
Exactly.
sleeping on this fantasy football shit, man. We about to fire this shit up for
all year.
in with us.
We all year with it.
We all year. We do not sleep with this shit, man. 100%. Peacock said Andy didn't have to draft JD5 early, man. Them is fat, bro. Let's go.
Oh yeah, he got him in that dynasty. He's we're gonna have to deal with it. He has a golful Jaden Daniels stack, bro.
Let's go.
In one of our dynasties, I'm like, oh, you fucker. You fucker.
Papa Guru said in my money league, I was playing Guru and played Murray over JD5 based on his matchup, but Guru had Josh Allen, so I still managed to beat him to get the chip. This shows you never know. Talk about it, Papa Guru.
Yeah, for real, Pops. And you know what's the thing, too, is like Kyler Murray was in a smash spot and he didn't smash again. And he got a full overtime to try to pad it up. Oh my God. This is why Kidda is our resident reminder of just like, well, man, he slaps you around if you're talking Kyler Murray. Like, what's wrong with you? Wake up. Snap out of it. You know what I mean?
He got like
I'm just sleeping on the whole time, man.
He got saved because he actually ran the ball, but I bet you his heart was right when he got moving. I was like, all season he was avoiding getting out of that pocket. And,
I mean, he was trying to fight off mathematical elimination.
He's a wee little man, you know. He should have stuck with baseball. I mean, actually, he should go to baseball. He made the right decision. He got the quarterback bag, and now since he can't play anymore, he should go back.
I need someone to look this up. Was this the 2 shortest QBs versus each other in history?
Oh, I don't know.
Got to be up there or down there.
Yeah, he's he's 5'10". So
yeah, and then what's
Bryce Young is like 5'10",
5'9".
That's crazy.
Is he 5'10"? Okay.
I think so.
Okay,
You'd hope so. First overall pick, you pick your quarterback.
I mean, Doug Flutie. Did Doug Flutie ever play against any short motherfuckers?
Oh,
Doug Flutie was definitely in the same QB room with Drew Brees. There was some little motherfuckers on.
Yeah, but even the NFL didn't believe in him right away.
Magic, bro.
Yeah.
Flutie used to throw a touchdown, then kick the extra point. With the drop kick too. The
drop kick.
Yeah, let's go. That's pretty badass. Ooh. This world can be fair as gold. 4 trips to the championship hang in the balance. 2 look like they're poised. The other 2, I'm trying to resuscitate before it's all over. You know, Josh Jacobs, he's not out there, huh?
I haven't been paying attention. My
They legit said kickback, bro. It's good.
yeah.
Like literally. So
Good
for
for
anybody
them.
that was trying to fend off Josh Jacobs, you might have just got an alley-oop from the fantasy gods.
Yeah.
And for those of y'all like myself that needed Josh Jacobs to fight for a trip to the chip, yeah, that might have the fantasy gods might have put the thumb down on us. You know, just you ever kill an ant with your thumb?
Mhm. So he has 107 total yards with the touchdown.
Yeah.
So,
So he said, "Go ahead and kick back."
yeah.
Big bro Peacock said football is all year round, man. Them is facts. Ghost Monkey said, I'm down for whatever redrafts you guys have available. Put me in the game,
For
coach.
sure. And the first redrafts we got coming up are the playoff leagues. Ghost, I got your line. I'll hit you for show. You know what I mean? Ghost is a fierce competitor.
And we finna have a motherfucking Gym Wealth Network leagues popping off, man. This shit finna start cracking, man. 100%.
And we already got a whole mob that's going out to Vegas because we do this every year. You know what I'm saying? It's actually became a tradition that we re-picked back up from even before COVID times. You know what I'm saying? Me and my guys were doing this type of shit. So, you know what I mean? I love that that we got a community and all the cats, they're flying out from all over the Atlas. And yeah, because we're definitely gonna have some redrafts online, but we're gonna have a few that are in person. We're gonna have like a 3-day draft marathon right there on the strip too, because you know what I'm saying, it's like Vegas is very affordable if you know how to do it. You know what I mean?
100%.
And we're gonna make sure we got everybody, because getting everybody out there is half the battle, and the rest is unwritten. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now. Them is facts, bro. Them live drafts is some
It's a different beast.
yeah, it's a different type of monster, 100%. You know what I mean? I'm part of a league that this year or going into next year to either be our 9th year or our 10th year with different locations, 100%.
Yeah. The AOB, right?
AOB, bro. Shout out
AOB
to all my
league,
brothers.
man. I'm on the waiting list, by the way. No one wants to give it up. I'm gonna get one of the phone calls one day. They're like, "Bro, we're going to Alaska, and bro couldn't make it. There's a spot open up. You got to get to Alaska today, though." Like, all right, I'm there
for the draft. Oh my mama.
Alaska,
Ghetto, bro. That live draft is something real, you know what I mean? And just being with your bros, you know what I mean? You know, whatever partakes, you know what I mean? It's a hell of a time, bro. 100%. So yeah, that Vegas shit, man. My guys got that shit put together, man. I'm telling you, I'm hoping I could pull up this year, man. On my
I'm gonna start trying to fix some of these dates as long as because I'm on it. I hope that they can match your availability too.
Oh my mama.
That way, because you know that time, because you got son's birthday,
100%.
Then there's the AOB draft, and then I got some joints that are like that too. That's why this time of year, this coming up, I'm gonna try to start as early as I can with the planning, as far as like the destination drafts go. You know what I mean?
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Because like
maybe we can figure it out to where we don't have to wait until the week before the season starts to get paranoid and be like, I don't want to draft somebody that gets hurt.
I try my best to. That's the thing. It's like most people. You know what?
We draft so late. That's why we wait till
Labor Day. Most people draft late because of that reason.
We wait till Labor Day.
I find I get the most luck. Earlier the better. My March and April teams are fucking like hitters. Like before, better than the ones that are like.
For example, Brian Thomas Jr.
Start to overthink about it. Or shit, I was on Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr. What was he? He was like a fucking 12th, 13th rounder by the time we got to that part of the year or the off season. Yeah. He was going in like the 7th, 8th, 9th in that range. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's a definite advantage of drafting early. It's just
especially when you pay attention on the offseason.
Yeah.
The whole
people get mad if like they're if something happens to their preseason to one of their early round draft picks and they get all upset. You know what I mean?
That's another thing about drafting early is that you oftentimes get the best discounts early.
100%.
Yeah.
With early drafts, what I like to do is open up the IR spot to maybe 3 to 4 spots.
There you go.
Everybody get hurt during the preseason, and make sure that the bench is as deep as possible. You know what I mean? Just in case, because that way we can have a deep bench just in case anything happens.
You know, and I'm gonna make a conscious effort to that. Like my remaining Yahoo leagues that I commission, I'm moving them all to sleeper because the IR, like for example, I fucking hate on Yahoo if I have a player who was ruled out and then I got him in the IR, but then to make the claims on the waiver cycle on a Tuesday evening, I gotta take this motherfucker out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but sleeper will allow you to do all that. You know what I mean? Even if a play, then you could fix your settings in the like we max in dynasties, we max it all out. Like if a guy is questionable and then he left the game with an injury during this waiver cycle, I could throw that some bitch in the IR. You know what I mean? And have a spot open. Then I'll figure it out later. You know what I mean? When they're telling me to make my roster legal. You know what I mean?
As long as the games don't start. Because sometimes you're locked in that motherfucker too.
Exactly.
Man.
Let's go.
Peacock,
hey, go ahead.
Peacock said he's in Mountain Time Zone right now, so he's only an hour behind the West Coast fellas, man.
Oh, he went this away. That's right.
Let's go, baby.
Is he in? He's in Alaska?
No, he's in New Mexico. Mountain Time is like New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado.
So it's 8:30. So we're still an hour behind.
So they're an hour in front of us in Mountain Time.
Right.
Yeah, I think you just said the same thing, and then I said it in reverse, like I was correct.
Arizona, I think Mountain Time or whatever Arizona is in, they only do daylight savings time only once a year. They don't do it.
So when we switch back, they stay the other way. You feel me?
Yeah, they stay on standard time. Yeah.
That's
something that I recently found out. Like within the year, I was like, how come it changed from PDT to PST? I'm like, oh yeah, standard time and daylight savings time. The D is for the daylight, and then S is for standard. It's like, oh, okay, because we got Arizona doing its own thing and not changing it up. And yeah,
they say they're going to get rid of nationwide.
I didn't realize versus op, the VSOP could stand for versus op because we used to get in hell of on the motherfucking VSOP. The ENJ back then, still that shit.
The Irk and Jerk.
We used to steal the VSOP Irk and Jerk and think we're having a baller night. We're like, listen, we're not drinking a regular one tonight. This is like 16.
So what we used to do was the fucking Paul Masson.
Ooh.
We do the Paul Masson with the Alizé if we couldn't afford Hennessy as kids. So
there it is. The Paul Masson. It's just like
passion.
The Christian brothers is the same way. Remember the Christian brothers? Like if they didn't have the E and J, it'd be the Christian
CB.
brothers.
Oh my mama, the CB. Faction. You can get the gallon of the CB from Thrifties. See, some of y'all might be too young to remember what Thrifties is. Rite Aid is Thrifties because Rite Aid still got the Thrifties ice cream. Oh my mama, but y'all don't remember.
Hey, the Thrifties ice cream goes crazy, bro.
100%. That shit fired in the motherfucker. Oh my mama, y'all might not remember Woolworths, Montgomery Wards.
I remember Montgomery Wards. You remember
Mervin's? Might not remember Mervin's. Oh my mama.
Oh, Mervin's went crazy, bro. Come on now. Joe Montana was the spokesman.
Come on now.
Hey, Joe Montana was in all the Mervin's commercials, bro. Then he switched over and started doing Skechers.
Come on now.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to tell you. Used to go to motherfucking JC Penney's and get all my motherfucking Levi's for school.
Hey, JC Penney's gangster, bro.
Facts.
I thought I was a
boss. You still get your motherfucking school clothes from JC Penney, nigga. I done had to go get your shit. Shut up, nigga. This nigga over here talking about niggas is he over here talking about oh shit. Let's do
I remember I was going to junior high, right? And then my older sister, you'll say she's 9 years older than me. So I'm 12, she's 21. And she was like, like she was looking at my clothes and shit. She's like, nah, yeah. Because I was a skater at the time too. She's like, nah, she's like, And she was like, man, what, you don't got no collar shirts? You don't got no polos? I was like, I got one, right? She's like, nah, let's go. She took me to the mall, bro. Got me some Izod, right? Got me some polo. She got me a DKNY hoodie. And I remember wearing the first day I wore the DKNY hoodie when it was like fall time. And some little DJ said something like, oh, I like your sweater. I was like, oh, that's it.
There it is. It's a wrap.
DKNY. Donna Karen, give me money. You feel me?
It's a wrap.
Polo down. Donna Karen up. Fucking let's go. Like, she was trying to save me. She was like, look, little bro. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing out there?
Hey, the Packers are still keeping their foot on the pedal. They just took a deep shot to Jaden Reed, and they connected on that motherfucker.
About time.
My mom.
No! It's like a dagger.
Big bro Peacock said losing Tank and Monty in most of my championship rosters blows. Gonna need some bench bros to bust out this week, Paul. So
shout out to the bench bros to bust out.
Let's lock down a week for that. Gotta make that live draft in Vegas again for sure.
Yes.
Every day.
Yes.
I agree with Kid. If my earlier drafted teams are way better, bro, on everything.
Well, because you know what happens too? When you draft a lot early, you get to the closer to the year starts, a lot of things change as far as ADP, right? Then for me personally, I get to diversifying. Like my last teams drafted don't look like the majority of my other teams. This year, those teams that I drafted last, they actually went the distance. Yeah. Last year, my team, my watch, like I decided to go in super flex. Like, I can wait. Get Kenny Pickett and them. You know what I mean? Like, didn't work. And I blame Steamboat for that Kenny Pickett ideology because he was wrong. Me like, bro, Kenny Pickett, bro, he almost had 4,000.
Cap said he had to shut the game off. It's a bad watch. Then Peacock said, I'm adding IR slots in my home league. Also, other than that, the format and scoring is nearly perfect. That's right.
There it is.
Yeah, it's about 8:30 in New Mexico right now.
Cool.
I hate setting the clock back dark as hell by 4:30 here in NY on my mama. It's 10:31 in New Jersey right now.
Shout out to Jersey. My sister and them, they're in the East Coast right now.
Let's go.
Yeah, they go every year for Christmas and shit because my brother-in-law from out there, man. Shout out to Jersey City. And shout out to Connecticut. Shout out to New York all together, man. You know what I mean? We got family all over the place.
Let's go. Peacock said, oh crap, I learned something new. I learned something. Thanks, kidda. Oh, everything.
Right. You know what fucks us up too? Our cell phones, bro. Anytime we go anywhere else, our cell phones just adjust it anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, oh shit, that's right. It's 8:30. You know what I mean?
Well, I like to be technical when I'm writing shit down. And I remember one time I was writing it down and I was like, I don't understand why there's PST and then there's PDT. I keep reading like different versions of the same thing. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So then I'm like, oh, there it is. D is for the daylight savings time. And then S is just standard time. I'm like, that makes sense.
Those monkeys said that thrifty ice cream fired in a motherfucker. And Cap said he remember Woolworths, Ames, Bradley's, and Coladors. We used to steal cigarettes from thrifties. Allegedly.
Hey, because you know what, too? They used to have the things right there, behind the little woo-wop.
Yeah, they used to be behind the glass, behind the counter.
I remember when you could buy cigarettes out of the vending machine.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we on some of the military bases in the bowling alleys, they still have one of them motherfuckers.
I remember.
That's crazy.
I remember the Benson and Hedges
Hell yeah. I remember when NASCAR was sponsored by motherfucking what
Oh,
was
the Marlboro. No, Winston Cup.
Winston. It was Winston. Oh, my
Oh, where are
God.
you in line?
Yeah.
Winston, what's his name? Winston Marble, is that his name?
They had to cut that shit out. Oh,
I used to smoke Winston's. I used to like the Winston lights. Yeah. Actually, I would not be a anything but menthol was my thing.
Dude, I was all
I didn't give a fuck about the brand too much. I was always trying to get the buy one get threes and the buy one get twos.
Man, I was
Whatever
smoking
brand was doing
Newport,
that.
man. Newport. That motherfucker it cuts you. You hit that shit and it just cuts you. You're like, ooh, yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Cap
Newport.
said I remember wearing skids when I was a kid.
Okay.
Papa Guru said, wish y'all a Merry Christmas. Are y'all gonna be doing a show on Christmas with the 2 games this year?
You know what? I am gonna be available because I did Christmas. We always do Christmas Day on with my side, but we did it on Saturday because everybody's like traveling type of shit. Then we always do Christmas Eve on my girl's side. So I'm gonna go across the street because my in-laws live down the street. So I'm gonna go do that tomorrow. Rock with Candlestick. Shout out to Candlestick.
Shout out to Candlestick, man.
And then on the Christmas Day, I'm just lounging. But I also feel like if you know what I mean, this might be the first Christmas ever I didn't do anything for real. So I might kind of enjoy that. You know what I mean?
100%, bro.
Yeah, because Christmas is pretty hectic when you have hella kids too, because it's about getting the kids there, and you know what I mean, like. And then you know what I'm saying, and COVID actually, when COVID happened, you know what I mean, and we weren't having the big Christmases and shit. You know what I'm saying? We were still traveling to see the fam and doing extra shit. You know what I mean? This would be the first time we was lamping for real.
And when I was a kid, you could leave me alone for the whole day because I just.
Do you guys hear that?
Shit. What?
The beeping?
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I'm not crazy. I'm on stream. I'm on mushroom. Oh, it's a microwave. Oh, okay.
The Cap said, I've been having single digits weather here. I need to warm up. Oh, my mama.
Come on, B.
Derek said, don't forget about Strawbridges and Clovers, too. Remember KB Toy Store?
Oh, yeah. Come on. The KB Toy Store.
That shit used to be in all the malls.
Did y'all have the Sam Goodies in the East Coast? Remember Sam Goodies?
Hell yeah, I remember Sam Goodies. I remember Tower Records. I remember what else? Virgin Records.
Virgin Records. We used to have a store for real. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the Virgin store out here was double decker. It was
that was the thing, because I think the first Virgin record store was in the East Coast. I think. I mean, someone can fact check me, maybe. You know, my version's better. Yeah, the first ever one I went to was in the East Coast, and I was like, shit, I used to see them. They had one in Frisco back in the days. They had one in LA. I ain't never walked into one until I was in the one in New York. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, this shit is hard. And then, like, you know, I went and bought a bunch of my homies' records. You feel me? Back in this like 2006 or no, 2009 maybe. I went and bought one of my homies' records so they'll get a sound scan. Because that's how it worked back in the days. You know that barcode?
Yeah.
So when they scan it, when it's purchased somewhere, there's some shit called the sound scan. So it's a chart. So it'll show you where you're selling at. You know what I mean? You remember Trill TV?
Yeah.
Remember Messy Marv? He just got shot up. He's on the crutches. Yeah, you know, young mess. Ooh. And then fucking Mac Dre, you know, because their history wasn't too tough.
Right.
But Mac Dre, he coming there. Yeah. Check sound scan, nigga. Check sound scan. He's kind of mocking them. Right?
Yeah.
Because when you check the sound scan, Mac Dre's selling it all over the map. You feel me? And he's going gold. He's selling 100,000. Wow. You know what I mean? That's a cool couple million right there on the independent level. You feel me? So, but he was on there with the diamonds. You get the little diamonds all over the woo-wop. Check the sound scan.
Oh, everything. Facts.
Yeah. So, you know, anytime I was anywhere and I seen the homies, because that's when you're independent and you got distribution that far, like some Bay Area artists, we're out here in New York, and it's like, oh shit, look at that.
Yeah, that is federal, bro. On my
Yeah.
mama, they'll let you know.
You ain't lying.
On my mama. Cap said the Marlboro 25s.
Okay, that's the blue wops.
Peacock said the cloves, the camel.
Oh, cloves. They're like the little mini cigar wops. And then like you can kind of big pause, you kind of taste it on your lips, like, oh, that's kind of tasty. You know what I mean? Like them motherfuckers was flavored.
Yeah, Derek said the cloves too. We got.
I don't think cloves were crazy with the nicotine or the extra shit either, outside of like the flavoring they put in there.
Yeah, motherfuckers used to smoke beaties back in the day out here too.
We were just talking about that shit, bro.
My mama, motherfuckers really did.
These were across the nation.
I used to hit them motherfuckers a few times, but that shit used to fucking give me a headache. Yeah, that shit wasn't cool.
Yeah. It's I'm it's funny. I never went down the rabbit hole to see what the BD leaf actually was, because remember, you had the little soft pack, then their leaves are rolled up,
right, hella tight.
Had the little rope tight thing, and they were tiny as a bitch.
Oh my
you hit that shit, it should be going like 5 minutes, but you'd be ripped though. You'd be like, what the fuck? We were smoking that shit when we were like 11, you know what I mean? Like 10, 11 years old. Used to be able to just buy those from the liquor store. Because they weren't tobacco or nothing like that. It was like a leaf.
That shit was
bees, bro. What the fuck?
Peacock said I can probably rock the Texans game. That's the 1 p.m. game for us. I think I might be able to pull up for that too, bro.
Okay, yeah. I'll be at the cribbo. I'm definitely gonna be doing indulgence. I tell you that much.
Yeah. Oh, I needed that pick.
Oh, you got the Green Bay, huh?
Yeah, I'm done though. Oh boy, I forgot he had fucking Tucker Craft in this game, and last time I looked at it, Tucker Craft almost had 10 points. I thought, bro, didn't have no players left in that fucking league. Oh my mouth. So we only getting the one dance, last dance.
I'm trying to hold on to get into the 2. I got 4 hanging in the balance with 2 that look like they might step across.
Let's go.
Stop looking at me, Bones. Come on. Bones, look alive.
That shit is crazy. Tonio said, do you hear I have a tumor talking about the microwave?
I was like, when you said the beeping noise, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Because they kept going on and no one said anything. No one's reacting. I'm looking around like.
Big bro Derek said, yeah, we had Sam Goody too. Cap said Strawberry Records, Video World before Block. Oh, yeah. So
before Blockbuster, there was a different woo-wop.
Yeah, so we had in Sacramento by my grandma's house, bruh, and she stay in Southland Park. It was just a little mom and pop store like type, you know what I mean?
Right.
Video store. So that's where I got all my motherfucking WrestleManias, and then when I bring my Nintendo down, that's where I used to rent my video games when I used to come down to Sacramento to spend the summer. Before when I lived in the Bay Area on my mom. I know about the little mom and pop spot, but
man. So Blockbuster, in my memory, was the first like commercial chain. Because before that, it was all mom and pop joints or renting it from the grocery store too. Y'all remember we walked to?
Yeah, hell yeah! It was over there where you cash your checks and all that.
Exactly.
Shit.
They would have a whole wop set up, and you get the little VHS.
So I lived on Diamond Avenue in Oakland, and so right there on the corner is a Blockbuster, right across the street from the Giant Burger and a Round Table Pizza. And
Giant Burger, is that still around?
I haven't been in the neighborhood in a long time. Giant Burger is some of the best hamburgers I ever ate in my life. 100%, bro. So I'm glad you know about Giant Burger too.
I've heard of Giant. I've never had it though.
Oh wow, for real?
I've never had it, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's known though.
So my apartments was probably like eight buildings down from where the Giant Burger was on the corner, but it was Blockbuster on the left side, the Giant Burger cat a corner on the right side, on the opposite side, and Round Table was right next door to the Giant Burger. But the motherfucker, so it's this famous basketball player, street legend in Oakland. His name was Hook, and he ended up robbing that motherfucking that Blockbuster on everything. Fact.
Everybody knew, is that you, Hook? What you saying my name for?
Facts. And I used to go down there and be
Put all the video games in the bag.
All on the Nintendo. So all the Nintendo, bro, that shit, man. That's really my childhood, bro. It's the Nintendo, bro. On my mama. That shit.
Yeah. We used to have we had this joint. It was called Video King, and it's hella funny too because my girl, we grew up in the same hood, but I didn't meet my girl till hella later. Like 18 or like teenage years, right? Long story longer. So like we both have memories of this Video King because it was this dude named Doug. He was a Chinese cat in a world of Vietnamese because where we're from is all Vietnamese, you know what I'm saying? But Doug was mad cool and he didn't give a fuck. So it'd be like when we was young, he'd be like, "You guys ever heard of Faces of Death?" You know what I mean?
I cannot watch that shit.
And he'll let us go. He used to let us rent all the shit that you go past the little beads. You know what I'm talking about? He had a joint where it's the beads. You gotta walk through the beads. And you in the thing. On this side's all the MA videos. Because you know what I'm saying? There was a section for the shit that's like, MA. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Which was most of those like bloody videos. You know what I'm talking about? Like way before the internet. You feel me? Like you get to get the Faces of Death and all the other shit where it's just real crazy shit caught on camera. And then but this dude, that was my first job ever. Cause he said, "Hey, if y'all just come through here after school, clean up the thing, give you guys free rentals on video games." Hell yeah, man. The fuck? And our school was right down the street. So we come through, sweep up a little bit, this, that, and the third, chop it up. He was just a cool dude too. He just like you know what I mean? Then at one point too, one night, all that shit went to shit. DVDs and all that shit went to hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Eventually. He turned his shit into a real estate joint, like a fucking loan officer woo-wop. You feel me? And then one day I was walking by like, "Yeah, we're having the Video King." And he was in there. I said, "Wait," I walked in there. "What you doing there?" "Oh, I'm doing loan officer shit." You know what I mean? I'm like, there you go, man.
He had to switch up the game.
Hey, man, because you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, motherfuckers would have died out, right?
Facts.
During that time, too, when all the video rental places started shutting down, you could just smooth pull up and get DVDs for $1. You know what I mean? Like the little clearance shits, bro. That shit was dope.
Peacock said those music stores were the heartbeat of the local shopping malls. You ain't lying, bro. That was a spot.
Yeah, because as a tweener or a teenager, you in the mall, and if I want to buy some shit, I'ma listen to that motherfucker because you can
have it on display where you can pull up.
I got the headphones on, gigging. Oh, I'm finna get this one.
Facts.
Okay,
I do remember that. Tonio said they got he used to love going to Sam Goody.
Let's go. Sam Goody was that one, bro.
Quick question. This from Chase.
What's up, Chase?
Since Pickens might play Wednesday, bench one, Pickens, Debo, or GW? Pickens
bench one?
Are the Jets playing the Bills? Who the Jets playing?
Jets play. Oh, Jaden Reed almost got a TD. Stopped short again.
Damn it.
The Jets, where is the Jets at?
That would have been a 40-yard.
Bakes is going to the Super Bowl. Shout out to Bakes a lot.
No, Love's not in, so that was just only
okay. No, I'm just saying no. I haven't been roster baiting, so I don't know our score.
The Jets play Buffalo.
Yeah, see, I had that right. Okay. So you play GW where the Bills are in a bounce back spot here. Josh Allen needs to pad the fuck out of some stats here. feel like this game should shoot out. But the reason I say this too is because Buffalo hasn't had the wildest pass rush this year. You know what I mean? Because that's how you're gonna get Aaron Rodgers. But even without the wildest pass rush, I still think they can get to Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? So it's hard, and we just okay. That's where we're at. We don't sit G-Dub, right?
He says he might.
I think I sit Pickens here.
So you gonna fire up Debo?
I like Debo on a Monday. I'm the wrong person to sit Debo. Okay, never mind. I'm
The
back to
way that they used Debo yesterday, bro, was
it was one big play.
Even though it didn't allocate to no win or nothing like that, but it was damn good to see Debo in that form, 100%. Because it was Patrick Taylor couldn't get shit going, and Debo was,
Do you remember the very first game in 2021?
Oh,
this was the game that birthed the Debo that we know. It was against the Lions in Detroit when Elijah Mitchell gets his blow up spot because Raheem Mostert goes down the first drive, but it wasn't just him. They started working Debo in there too. You know what I mean? I know this has nothing to do with this question, but I'm probably gonna have to sit Debo and put my fandom and my love aside, even though on the Monday, which I call anchor matchups, on an anchor matchup where you could be looking for a Monday Night Miracle or need something to add on to your score, I like Debo's spot there. But George, and the only reason I'm not just automatically saying George Pickens because he's coming off a hammy. He probably could have played Sunday, but he didn't because they were going to save him for this game. So I'm going to go ahead and sit Debo.
I ain't mad. I just like the way that was crazy.
So we're gonna have it's Pickens vs McDuffie, right? Trent McDuffie. Who scored?
Wilson.
All right.
What you talking about, Wilson?
Right. He's Emmanuel with one M.
You could scan the CD and listen to a part of some tracks before purchasing it at some places. Yeah, them is facts.
Hell yeah.
Cap said he still got an unopened bottle of Crystal Pepsi. That's crazy. I remember that.
Hey,
shit.
how much is that worth? Let's look. Hey, put it on the auction. That Crystal Pepsi, that's from the 90s, B.
Yeah, it is facts.
And that was the clear Pepsi where it was like, it really, as a kid, even back then, I had the wherewithal to think, it tastes just like Pepsi. So are they adding the color to it? And this is just without it? You know what I mean? Like, what made it clear? Or did they just not add the thing that made the color?
The caramel coloring?
Yeah. From Coca? So it naturally is caramelish?
Mm-mm.
No.
Caramel coloring is an artificial. It's added for coloring.
I love having a scientist on deck. Right.
Hey, Tonio said, I think he did, birthday twin.
He did?
He said, I think he's dead, birthday twin.
Oh, no.
Y'all remember West Coast videos?
Yep. Yes, I do remember West Coast videos. Hell yeah. That was another one of those chains early on.
My dad worked at the HEB.
No, oh, my bad. I'm thinking of Suncoast videos.
Oh, yeah. I remember Suncoast. Yep.
Suncoast videos. My bad. That was where you could purchase videos and DVDs eventually. But yeah, the Suncoast thing.
Peacock said, my pops used to work at the HEB grocery store, and they had a video store inside. We talking early 90s. He would rent 3 movies every other day, 1 horror, 1 action, and 1 family flick on VHS, good old days, 100%.
That's cool. Because you gotta see, you have the horror flick, then you have the family, and what do you say the other one? The comedy,
Action, family.
action. There you go. Because then when you get to the horror one, you gotta wash it out with like a family one after. Or an action, you know what I mean? You can't go to sleep after. You can't leave the horror one to be the last one. Yeah.
Oh man.
For me at least.
Yeah.
How was that, kid?
I've said I just checked the game and Green Bay and took the starters out of
Yeah. They're celebrating Christmas already.
Faces of Death was fucked up, man. You ain't never lying, dog. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, it was. Faces of Death grew me up.
Remember, you also had to make sure you return the video rewind, not to get charged. Them is facts, not to get charged extra.
Man, we had the fly. It was a Lamborghini, right?
They got the bums in.
It was a fucking Lamborghini. Then you hit the little fucking headlight. Boop. It's a button. That shit pops up. Boom. You put the tape in the bitch. It was just for rewinding.
Yeah, I was about to say. I said, I know
rewinded hella quick. Hella fast. It was a Lamborghini, goddammit.
Not all of them could rewind it, so you had to have the rewinder.
Yep. That motherfucker was hard.
Papa Guru said, I would like to see what Bogey puts in his kids' stockings.
So it's sad because all they want is things that are little cards with numbers on it. Then they go retrieve their shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's all. All they want is like, you know, the equivalent to money in their little worlds. But okay, so we did get my 11-year-old a laptop. You know what I mean? Is in the attempts to buy myself a new joint, I immediately was like, you know what, she doesn't want one because there was you know what I mean? Well, but I mean, like this, this is a callback to earlier in the show, right? Where I said like my kids remind me to be cheap. You know what I mean? Because it's like, listen, for me at least, right? Like I'll be cheap for my shit because I have meager needs. Like what is saying? Coming to America, we require meager needs.
Come on now,
right? But the kids, I was like, you know what? She been wanting one. You know what I'm saying? Because my oldest, we had copped her one a couple Christmases ago, or last Christmas, I should say. So, you know what I mean? It's par for the course. She's 11 years old. She's about to get into junior high. You know what I mean? She's about to turn 12 this summer. So, you know, it'd be like, yeah, you know, and that's the day and age of living. Because before, it'd be like, what do you need a computer for? Like when they were telling me when I was a kid, you know what I mean? You got to use the house computer, right? Like this is a different day and age. So, you know what I mean? And then, but yeah, my little one, my youngest one, all the stocking stuffers, it's all trinkets, bro. They like all kind of hella shit. They like quantity on top of it, right? Then you have the big gifts to unwrap. But the stocking stuffers is just about having like, and you put candy in that motherfucker too, off top. You know what I mean? Hella candy. And when I say trinkets, I mean like, they're a big fan of over the years. We get the blind bags, is what they call them, right? Which is hilarious, the concept, because you buy these little toys that you don't know what's in it. I'll Google that motherfucker or look on the back package and then you just feel around like, oh, this is that one right here. You know what I mean? No. Yeah, but you know, my kids they're smart too. My two oldest, they know it's like, just give me the bread. You know what I mean?
That's what I do. I just do straight cash drop into their fucking little. They got their own little cash cards now. Super
exactly.
easy.
It's all cards.
They wake up, they're like,
all little things with numbers on it, and they go and just retrieve the woo wop. You feel me?
Yeah,
they like that shit.
He said the Faces of Death was crazy. Yo, seeing real shit. Whoever was the creator was on one. You ain't lying, bro.
I mean, and he had a brilliant idea to make bazillions of dollars, right? But also to like get your hands on these footage too, right? Like that's another thing that it's like, you know, nowadays or at least remember early internet days, you could be like, all right, look, anybody send this shit to this address. You know what I mean? Now these motherfuckers just upload shit. Like that's how YouTube started. Remember early YouTube? You used to be able to watch a Kim Kardashian tape. You used to be able to watch all kind of nasty shit, bro. And all kind of like bum fights, all kind of fucking, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah.
they used to have all, like, by 2010, they were like real corporate now at that point. And then even by the time we got to like 2011, now you can just have music on there without changing it somehow. You know what I mean? Like, because all the big name artists, even Lars from Metallica is his name, Lars. He was like a spearhead in all this shit when it came to YouTube. Like he didn't like the Napster shit. One that was back then. Then when YouTube came around, they didn't even like people covering their music. Like, you know, like say we had a band and we're doing fucking Sleep With One How, man. They would flag our shit and take our shit down. Like we're just doing a cover. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, like they came real. 50 Cent and Jay-Z, they made it like, okay, go ahead. Let them play our shit. We want the streams. We want the revenue from it. So then YouTube's like, fuck that. I'm not just gonna pay you because someone else posted your shit and people are listening to it. You know what I mean? So then they started making it to where like now anything has to be official, or you gotta change it, change the octave, slow it down, speed it up, make it different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we can't even like react to shit without having fall into certain criteria, right?
Ain't lying, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And it's ever changing every year. You know what I mean? And I think COVID kind of added to it because when COVID happened, all of a sudden there was a super saturation of content creators. And then they had to start buckling down on certain things because you can't let it be the Wild West where people are just showing all kind of shit that they want to show. And you know what I mean?
Right.
Because for the most part, people was on live streams, you used to be able to get away with hella shit before pre 2020. You'd be on a live stream, you might be able to play some music and get away with it. They'll just take the stream down after the fact. You know what I mean? Now they'll smooth just stop you in the middle of your tracks, right? Stop you in your tracks, like, oh, this stream is temporary, shut down for some woo wow.
Peacock said, "Let me borrow your Blockbuster card." I remember.
For real.
Facts.
I used to be able to be like, I don't have my Blockbuster card, but because the Blockbuster card, obviously, you wouldn't need to ask no questions. You
Just
give them the card.
a bitch. Oh my
Right?
God.
But you would also get points and stuff like that, things of that nature. But if you didn't have the card, you could give the phone number and the name. So it's like, man, you could just move, just go know the homie's house number. You know what I mean? But
Come on now. Big bro Derek said he remembered the clear Pepsi too.
come on.
Oh, my mama, Peacock said, I remember my cousin threw up on clear Pepsi on a carnival ride. Oh, shit. Lars Ulrich.
There it is. Sounds German, huh?
Facts.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying. I'm just diagnosing it. I'm trying to go to the chip. I'm trying to go.
You're gonna need a what we call that, stat correction. Yep.
In which one?
The nice guys.
Oh, where does that close?
Yeah, you're down 0.17.
Oh my fucking god!
Shit.
And they took out all my guy. Oh, I need to. Oh, Kendra Miller still has a chance to do it for me.
No, he's not in there anymore.
Game is over with.
No!
Game is over with.
Game over.
Oh, that was a long time ago. That's many moons ago. Oh my god! I think I'm going to the chip in 2 spots. I am going to 2 spots.
I only got one. At least got one.
Yeah, the joy. Give me a celebration drop here one time. Give me the celebration. Did we start? Peacock, did you put in the chat? Did we still got the celebration joint in there? Because I know we moved out a bunch of old joints for some bunch of new joints. Woo!
All right, let's see.
Wow, I need a stat correction somehow. That never happens for me. That one, if I get a stat correction, then it's probably because it might be my destiny. But I definitely fucked that one up. Because the whole time we were celebrating on the show, I was like, I benched Jameson Williams everywhere but one spot in the nice guys. Yeah. I'm watching Jameson Williams go off, and I'm like, then it was kidding. He's like, you didn't start him, right? I'm like, no.
Oh, shit.
And now I'm losing by a 0.7.
That's crazy.
The downfall for you, Bogey, is that you didn't have any defensive players playing tonight. So those are usually the guys that get
because that's why I get hit him on both sides. And I had Quay Walker on that team. I have Quay Walker on that team. And he didn't play. So I didn't have Quay Walker on that team tonight. And I'm pretty sure there's somewhere along the way I probably could have made a better start with who I had outside of even just the Jameson Williams thing, being that it's just a 0.7 margin right now. I'm hoping for a stat correction, and I hope it goes in his favor. So I just know it was truly not my destiny. You know what I mean? Because if there's zero stat correction, I'm like, 0.7 in this format? At least I know there won't be any shady business going on. Because I've seen other commissioners all of a sudden get stat corrected for the win. League 20, look at it, kidda. That one, I fucked. That was another Jameson Williams one where I consciously didn't play him there. Played Romeo Dobbs. Fuck me.
Yep, you lost by 9.
Yep. Needed 15.
That one's going to be Mittens and Huss.
Yeah, and Mittens is going to destroy him. I'm going to the chip! Yeah!
Peacock said, who's meeting me in the ship?
I'm meeting you in the ship, me.
Oh, my bad, Diamond.
Oh, and the nice guys.
Hey, Brother Bogues, congratulations.
Yes. I'm going to the chip.
I'm on the road right now. I had to tap in, though. You know what I mean? It's a big day. If you win, I win over there. He met my boy Bugs got to the East Side Championship. He in the big dance. You know what I mean?
Talk about
it. I had to let him know.
Man, I appreciate you, Steamboat. Hey, where you heading out to?
I'm just about leaving work. I'm on the grind.
Yeah, that's a sketchy. My bad. I'm on Fantasy Road time right now, so I'm like, I forgot.
I had to let him know. It's a big day in big day in East Side League history. And you know what I mean, Brother Bogues, he's back in there, ready to finish.
I'm back in there. I'm trying to make it right somehow, some way.
Come on now.
Oh,
big days.
So
I just want to congratulate my guy. You know what I mean? I'll tap in.
Hey, hold on. I appreciate it, but in true Bogart fashion, don't go congratulate me for I didn't win nothing yet.
You're there yet? You're there, brother. You're there.
I'm there. You're right.
You're where you know what I mean? You gotta be here, dude. You gotta be here to be there. You know what I mean?
You're right. You gotta be here to be there. And you know what, too? I swear. I'm going to make that text and phone call, or phone call then text in that order, to Johnson. Let's split, bruh.
Going for the split. Lock it up.
Yeah, let's lock it in and let's just fight for the honor. He's going to feel me on this because he got multiple kids just like I do. Let's just split this big-ass pot and then fight to the death.
Yep. And shout out to the one Diamond Johnson.
Shout out to Johnson.
Diamond Johnson, he's there. He's in that joint. So
Diamond Johnson. He's back.
He's back at it, like he never left. So
You
know
know
what I
who
mean?
else is back at it?
Oh yes, I do. Listen to me. If you win, I win. So I'm trying to
Come on,
party. You know what I
man.
mean, I've already told you. I'm trying to party like I won.
It's a
If you win,
family affair.
let's go. Keep the family business running.
Come on, man.
That's what's up. I'll tap in with you guys. I just wanted to check in real quick.
Diamond Joe, everybody.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tap out. What's up, Peacock? Congratulations.
Hey, to the ship. To the ship.
Yep.
What's up? Just tapping in, making sure the Wi-Fi works, testing the microphone. So yeah, Texans.
Sound awesome.
All right. Yeah, we up in the mountains, bro.
Oh, you in the nice guy? Are you in the nice guys joint?
Yeah, he took it down this week. He put up a valiant effort. Devin H.A. touchdown fucking put him over to the top.
Yeah, it was a thing. I couldn't like watch. I didn't want to follow along. I was like just thinking the whole time. I was like, kid has got this. He's got this.
Out. This is my. I'm supposed to be asleep, getting ready to wake up in an hour. So when I woke up and I saw the score, I was like, oh man. And Kittle had a good day. I was like, he got over the 100, and then
like 37. He had a 37 burger or something like that.
I thought you were gonna walk me down like everybody did last week, because I had like 7 teams and I only had like I don't know 3 move on or whatever, and I had like 1 bye. So anyway, I have 3 teams going to the championship this week.
Let's go, Peacock.
Oh, baby.
Let's go.
Which is weird because last year I felt like really bad. I was like, oh, I only have 5
You felt like you
teams.
were robbed, you mean?
Yeah, well, maybe that's what it was because I had like the same amount. I had 4 or 5 teams in the championship last year, and I only walked away with 1. So it's never a done deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, appreciate that, man. That was a good game, kiddo. Get some rest, bro. I'll see you the next one.
I'll see you tomorrow or
bro.
next
Get
time.
up. Appreciate you, brother.
Good night.
All right, man. And like I said, I was just tapping in, just making sure everything works. My phone is on super low battery.
All good, brother.
All right, check in with you guys later.
All right, big bro, in a minute, man.
Good show, brother. Once again, everybody, shout out to our sponsor, neonpeacockmerch.com. Be sure to get all your fly joints like this one. I always try to wear things with a purpose. I wore this one tonight. Only you can keep it lit. Because that was me with the entire forest potentially burning down in my fantasy dreams. And I was like, I got to fucking wear this shirt. And I'm in the chipper ×2. Let's go.
100%.
Yeah. Bro. Guccini, you in the SBI? This that unicorn?
Yeah, I'm in the SBI.
I got to be biased. I am rooting for you, though, because I look at history. And man, this has been one of them unicorns. You've been trying to capture this one. I'm rooting for you, brother.
Man, me and Clock going head to head, bruh. Pause. I'm back to this. I was in the championship last year. Oh, my mama, I was in the ship last year in that league and fell short to my dog Diamond Joe 100%. So hopefully this is the year that I can bring it home in the motherfucking SBI, man. 100%. Oh, my mama.
And everybody, just stay tuned tomorrow morning. You good for the manana? You good for the?
Oh yeah, I'm here, man.
Yeah. 100%. We'll definitely be back for Wake Your Game Up, the Christmas Eve morning edition of Wake Your Game Up, and because there's going to be some waiver things that we need to discuss, and we'll definitely be open for all the fantasy rowness and all the fantasy joyness too. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody, man. We going to the chipper.
Damn, bruh.
Let's go.
Oh, we'll be back tomorrow morning, man. 100%, man. Let's get up out of here with Big Bro. We didn't get a chance to run the message from our sponsor, and we'll take it out with our intro, man. 100%. We'll see y'all in the morning, man.
Peace.
Peace.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. Yeah, we make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.